Alright, I think we're live. Hopefully the audio mix is alright. This game is quiet compared to other stuff that I live stream, so I had to raise the volume a little bit. But, should be alright. Parker is here to assist me. Let me just make sure all my social posts went out. There we go. YouTube is out, or Twitch, Twitter, whatever is out. Are you fleeing? You're not usually one to flee a live stream, Parker. Yes, you usually ruin it. Yes. Yes, you do. Hey, chat. So, I wasn't entirely sure what to do for screens, because, like, I have this whole big desktop, and one game... hello, Parker. The game kind of only takes up a bit, so what I thought I'd do is, this here is my real tank. This is my personal tank. Then I decided I'm going to start up a little tank here, so I can sort of do like a walkthrough of like starting the game. And over here, I didn't really have a good idea for the third one, so it just has an auto clicker going on. Hello, too many people to say all of the names of. Hello, Parker. Yes, tell Parker I love him. Yes, he feels the love. He knew I was live streaming, so he had to get on the desk. He usually does that. So. Oh, it still does that pop-up every time, huh? Yeah, it's so weird that they didn't bring back the Halloween theme. They brought all of the other themes into this thing, but not the Halloween one. And I think the Halloween one kind of had less effort. You can see the Halloween one here. I decorated all of this to be all Halloween-y, so you can see all the stuff. Oh, hey, Trashcraft. Yeah, I've seen you commenting for a while. Wish you my cat. Yeah, Parker is adorable. I'm not sure how much he likes other cats, though, because I actually took Parker because he was my parents' cat, and he, well, it's more like the other cats annoyed him. Like, he was getting chased by this, my parents had this aggressive runt, and he, did not like Parker, and he would chase him, and Parker's much happy as an only cat. Hello, yes. If I make jerky mouse movements, that's just Parker's face abruptly smashing into my mouse. I don't know why he does that. Oh, thank you! This is... Get your butt off the keyboard. Okay. No, don't do that. Actually, what I have to do now... Control-Shift-L. I have to lock my keyboard, otherwise Parker will activate it. Dab, how dare you? No. I could have a cat. I'm actually allergic, slightly allergic. I'm like moderately allergic to cats. It's only if he's like really up in my face. His tail in particular seems to have extra allergies in it. Hey, Blake and Sebastian and Meg and everybody. Lots of people here all at once. So I guess I'll just get started on, I'll just play the game here in the middle and ask whatever questions you want. Do I need to keep the game open for the Marlin? Yeah. The way the Marlins work, I made a whole guide on it, actually. Wait, let me bring up the guide in another tab here, because I know I'll need that. But yeah, the way the Marlins work is that if the game is open for 30 minutes cumulative across all sessions, it will, you'll have a 10% chance. I don't know why it's 10%. I don't know how we know it's 10%, but it's 10% chance that the Marlins will appear. It seems like it's less than 10%, and it may well be, because I never really figured out how we know it's 10%. But yeah, the Bonito works exactly the same as Marlin. Somebody did have a hint that it sounded fake, but what they said was that they did this twice, and what they did was they waited for the sea urchins to spawn over here. They collected the sea urchin, and then 6 minutes later, you get a photo quest, and then another few minutes after that, the Bonito appeared. They said that happened to them twice. If you want to try that, go ahead. It sounds a little bit too coincidental to me. I did get them after I first harvested my sea urchins, though. I think it may be a thing that they appear like some time after you get the sea urchins. They said that Unfortunately, they said that the Halloween event is not repeating. They're doing a fall-themed event this time. So it doesn't sound like the events repeat, unfortunately. Hey, James, and music? Yeah, it does sound like... With the with the striped marlin, everybody had their own crazy conspiracy theories, and none of it really panned out to be true. So I expect most of that of the Bonito. But I will admit, it happened when I got the Bonito. It was almost exactly 2 hours after I got the update, which would have been right around when I got the sea urchins. Hey, son. Yeah, the way I always thought they should do the events is they should repeat the events, but that they should they should do a repeat, but also have new fish for each event. I think that's what a lot of mobile things do, because that way you get to sort of reuse content, but also keep it new for the new people. Oh wait, my Facebook didn't post. Hold on, let me tweet or whatever you call it when you post on a Facebook thing. I usually use Twitter. Only my AbyssRium fans use my Facebook, because I don't really. Oh right, I locked the keyboard because of you. Parker is obstructing everything. Okay, Parker, you're not making this easy, honey. Parker, what are you doing? His face is. I'm typing, and his face is right between my hands on the keyboard. What is this position that you are in? He's flopping his tail again. What I need is a face cam, not for me, but for Parker, as he interrupts my typing and my life and everything. I can't even words right now because of you. Sorry, I'm just typing this Facebook post. It didn't auto post. I thought it would auto post. Whatever. Alright, is that posted? Okay. That's posted. That's all done with. Okay, social media crap done. So, I'm just gonna upgrade this a bit. Oh yeah, let me show you real quick. Oh wait, let me scroll back and see if I missed any questions. 3 Nox app players at once. Yeah, what I do actually for Nox app player, what you can do is you can reduce your settings. So let's see what I have set up. So I just use 2 CPU cores and 1.5 GB of RAM and just 720p, and I run it at, oh. I thought I put them all to 20 FPS, but I guess this one I was using for recording. But yeah, you can, with Nox, you can sort of scale it down. I can't read the chat, Parker. I'd say the newest update has some of the most unique set of fusion fish. Yeah, I actually really like the fusion fish in this new one. Parker has many, many friends. Parker has, the entire internet is Parker's friend. He just doesn't have other cats in the house, which is fine, because he'd probably fight. Alright, hold up, I'm getting back. I'm scrolling through the backlog. No loading. Oh, one free tip here. If you get that pop-up that, if you get that load cloud save thing, you can actually just click the back button, at least on Android, and just cancel out of it if you like want to start a new file or something. Is there something specific to get the whale shark? Yeah, the whale shark needs starhorn coral actually. That's in the guide now, but it didn't used to be. Oh, it's just gonna keep popping up with that, isn't it? Huh. I've been playing since, wait, when did I make the guide? I published my AbyssRium guide on August 23rd, 2006. I think I had only been playing a couple of days before I wrote that, actually. Because I was searching for the hidden fish. Look at it! Look at that! Get free vitality, watch a short video, and get 0 free vitality. Amazing. That's beautiful. I know it's just because I don't have coral. The way this tab works, by the way, is it's a multiplier of your coral vitality, which is why I actually don't recommend using any of the time travel or even watching the ad. Parker, would you get your tail out of my face, please? It's very itchy. Parker, I can't read like this. It's a hostile work environment. My cat has parties in the litter box. Parker's actually pretty... Aside from interrupting live streams, Parker's pretty chill. Playing since January. Any advice for how to get vitality faster? I do have a video called Daily Vitality Ritual. That's mostly what I do. For vitality, basically your skills matter the most. So let's do it on this one. Basically what you want to do for vitality, I guess I can just repeat it right now. Would you sit down, please? No, I don't want that. So, I imagine I had just opened this up for the first time today. First thing we want to do is share 5 pictures. You don't actually need to post pictures when sharing them. Just cancel out once it gets to the other menu, and it thinks you shared because it doesn't have any way of confirming. So that must be 5 by now. So now that will allow us to get... No. That will allow us to get 10 minutes of free double vitality. That's what Spirit of Life is. Then you want to cast all of your skills. Then you want to watch an ad, and I'll off-screen the ad here. No. Then you want to watch the ad. Then you want to cast your 3 skills again, and that way you get 2 bursts of ads or 2 bursts of skills. The ads are incidental. And always cast Song of the Moon first, by the way. Song of the Moon multiplies... Song of the Moon multiplies delicious food, so that makes it your biggest source of vitality by far. Do you think my cat and Parker would get along? I honestly don't know how well Parker gets along. He was okay at my parents' house. And he really likes people. He's like a very chill and relaxed cat, but I don't know. He was just terrorized by one of the other cats. Alright, so now we've casted our skills 3 times. And what you can do... Oh no, I already used it. But after you use skills 5 times, you get this technical player. And that lets you upgrade your core light 10 times, no matter what the cost is. So if you're stuck at, say, O vitality, that actually helps a lot. So there's only so long you can get stuck at 1 letter, as long as you use that efficiently. And then you also need to watch 5 ads, unfortunately. And then you can upgrade all of your coral 10 times, no matter what the cost is. And then you want to get... unfortunately, this finger warm-up, this thing sucks. You can use an auto-clicker to get past that. That's about it. And then play for 60 minutes. That takes a while. But basically, you just want to do all of these daily tasks and use them in the right order. Use the double vitality first. And then, just basically do all of your daily missions. Then you get your pearls, which pearls help as well. But the daily missions, you'll get some good vitality out of doing all of that stuff too. And then what you want to do is spend your pearls. First, you want to get these coral farms, or these seaweed clam farms. You want to buy those immediately. Don't spend money to speed them up, but just buy them in the first place. And then after that, what you want to do is upgrade these craters with your gems, or your pearls. And that's pretty much the 2 most useful things for pearls. Alright, Parker has sat down. How do you get pearls? I only have 40. The only ways to get pearls are, the most important one, like I said, do the daily mission. That's really the biggest way to get pearls. You can also do the collection, which is this thing where you get a bunch of fish, and then you get a little pearl reward. Unfortunately, you are eventually blocked by... It requires the Marlin after a certain point. But you can get a decent amount of pearls that way. You can also get a small amount of pearls at random with the tiny luck shell, but that's not really a dependable thing. Also fusion fish. Yeah, let's get back to fusion fish. Once you have your farms, you'll start getting these farming materials. That's what these things here are in this little sub bar. Fusion fish help out a lot, because the way fusion fish work is like it consumes 1 fish, but then it increases your vitality bonus by a certain percent. And I can actually show you my total multiplier. I think it's something like 2,000% at this point now. Let me show you. Are they more worthwhile? I mean, the thing is, you can't spend pearls on fusion fish, so you just do both of them. There's no reason not to. They both stack, so you just want to do both. Don't really worry about which one is better. Your fusion fish vitality bonus, we're about 1,700. Your fusion fish vitality bonus will eventually go above your crater bonus, but the crater you can get started a bit faster. How do you have 3 games running and why? Because this is Nox App Player. I actually have a video showing this thing off. But this is an Android emulator that lets me play it, so that's how I can record it on PC. Because otherwise I have to use my phone's crappy mic, which is pleasant for everybody. Buy the big luck shell. The big luck shell is not good. I don't recommend wasting pearls on either of these. They're bleh. You do get one free spin of the luck shell and the big luck shell as like a demo. They're just really not worth it though, trust me. Yeah, the luck shell, it's just a standard gacha. It's just tries to get money out of whales, really. I wouldn't recommend them. You can, I mean, if you want, you know, the one you watch ads for is fine. Yeah, you can get dolphins and stuff. The problem with the luck shell is that even if you buy the big luck shell, so 200 pearls, that's 4 days or $5 worth of pearls, and you still have a pretty low chance of getting a whale. You're most likely to get like a turtle. And so let's look at a fish list. So for an event, we've got what, like 12. Bad with numbers here. What do we got? We got like 16 different fish here to get, and I'm gonna say at least 6 of those are gonna be in the big luck shell. And you have to split that across 5 different events now. So for the odds of you getting the one that you want, very, very, very low. Do you think the autumn event will be good? Honestly, I think it'll be kind of like the spring event, which is like, well, I like this Garden Turtle from there, but most of the spring event was kind of dumb. I did like the Bunny Sea Slug, though. There's always some good fish in the events. I think it'll be okay, but I was really hoping for more Halloween fish, because I really like the bonefish. Like, the bone whale is fantastic. The bone turtle's really good. The ghost fish were, you know, it's just the same thing but transparent. That's a lazy one. But the other ones were cool. And we also had football fish, goblin shark. I think the Halloween event was honestly my favorite event, which is kind of a shame. Other than earning gems, is doing the Facebook friends to earn vitality worth it? Oh, absolutely not. The thing about Facebook friends is that that's based on coral vitality. And let's look at my coral vitality here. So I can earn EG vitality per second. So let's compare. Right, so if I were to time travel 50 hours, I get 800 vitality, which is less than 1/20th of my present vitality, because the thing is, coral, after about Z vitality, coral vitality is worthless because the delicious food is like, let's see, okay, so every time I cast delicious food, I'm getting 25,000 times my vitality per second, multiplied by an extra 25 times for Song of the Moon. So it's, you know, I'm not good at math on the fly, but it's just so much that is all-encompassingly better than the coral vitality. So anything that's based on coral vitality, which includes the these things here in the shop, which includes the Facebook reward, and as you can see, the Facebook reward is 39 vitality, which is, you know, a mere fraction of what I have. And that fraction isn't even enough to buy a fish. Oh, it is enough to buy a fish. But shut my mouth. But yeah, what fish should I buy, chat? But yeah, basically anything based on coral vitality isn't worth doing as long as you're past, say, Z vitality. Can you see my chat? Yeah, I can see chat. Chat's just kind of going fast, and answering questions takes a while. So, they need to stop. Oh yeah, I agree totally, Music. They need to stop just putting a thing on top of a sperm whale and calling it their event whale. Like, especially the Bukake whale. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. That is inappropriate. But yeah, I can see you, Oliver. It's just hard to respond to everybody. It could be good that we can move or delete the terrains. Oh, you can do that. If we go to, yeah, let's go and do that. So let's say I don't like this coral anymore. It's the worst coral in the world. You just click it. Bloop. Wait. Why is it not blooping? Oh wait, that's the cancel button, not a delete button. That's the store button. Okay. So yeah, say I want a large vortex coral because it's pretty. We're gonna put that right there. You just tap on anything to edit. You can also tap on this little magnifying glass. It's a little hard to tap unless you're using a mouse like I am. But yeah, you can edit any of these and put those away. What is your name on Facebook? I have a separate Facebook account that I used for games, and people keep reporting it and getting it banned. So I don't have a Facebook for games anymore, so I can't add people. Sorry. Speaking of events, any events for how to get the things faster? The only real thing you can do, let's pretend there's an event here. What you want to do when there's an event, you want to store all fish. You want to get out 4 jellyfish. And what you want to do is use Song of the Moon, because Song of the Moon multiplies the amount of things you get. And then you just want to click here. Why you want jellyfish is because you can only see up to 3 hearts or candies at the same time, plus 1 can be covered up by the photo quest. So you want to just click here in this general area, because jellies just kind of stay in one place, and they just sort of, you can just sort of tap in a circle here and get all of their stuff. And when Song of the Moon is active, and even better, if you have the Spirit of Life from the daily mission, that will actually count for that too. So I have 25 times for Song of the Moon, so that means I would get 25 per tap with just Song of the Moon, and I would get 50 if I had Spirit of Life as well. And even with level 1 Song of the Moon, you can have 5. Next event is money event. That's been kind of the way that they've been treating it, haven't they? Ever since Cheetah Mobile took it over, I haven't been the hugest fan of the business practices changes they've been doing. Why ban? It's because they want you to use your real name and all of that crap, and it's like, I don't want to, you know, expose that to a bunch of strangers, and I don't want to, you know, I can't add people as friends in games with my normal account, or with my Facebook page. I better focus on a transparent fish. This skin looks like TV static. That's a new one on me. That might be specific to your phone or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm like focused on this thing. Looks okay. But yeah, that's how you do the event thing. And now, unfortunately, I have to take out a billion more things. Put some bukkake whales in there. Some little baby fish. I hate these baby fish. Were ridiculous, by the way. That was asinine. So the cost of the Halloween event was like 2,000 candies. The cost of the anniversary event was 25,000, or 250,000, excuse me, to get everything. Did they slow down the frequency of candy when Song of the Moon is up? No. Nope. In fact, it's like not even really worth tapping for the candies if Song of the Moon isn't on. But no, the rate is always the same. Buy a shark? Sure thing. I honestly forgot that I'd asked chat for whether I should... Oh, mystery chest, go away. I honestly wish you could turn off the mystery chest and the idle vitality, because they're so not worth it at this point. Well, let's buy a Megamouth. Yeah, the anniversary event was ridiculous. The last time people complained about an event costing too much, they did sort of rein it in a little bit. But not by much. After the Christmas event, which was 60,000, they reined in the next one slightly. So maybe they'll tone it down a bit, but I fear that baby fish will be a typical thing, and they'll be crazy expensive. Oh yeah, speaking of Parker, I was gonna post this on my Patreon and stuff. Instagram.com/SirTapTap, I think. I started an Instagram, and it's mostly just Parker. Let me see if this URL is what I think it is. Yep, that's it. Okay. The thing about the corgi, though, is people wanted the corgi because of the corgi. You know, my advice for buying things with real money in this game, you look at the fish and you think, do I want to spend $10 to see this in my tank? That's the only thing that you should think, in my opinion. There's some other benefits that you get, but generally speaking, what you want to think is, do I want to spend $10 to see Bunny? I mean, it's a good bun, but the gems are okay. The other benefits, other than the gems, aren't really like super amazing long term. The $5 package is pretty good though. The best way to spend money, I would definitely say, is that $5 package that gives you a lot of gems, because that'll give you some Song of the Moon levels. If you were to change the date on my phone, would the event come back? The thing is, the events are online only, so the events will never work unless the server is telling the game, yes, it is event time. So now you can't do that. Red lobsters, I used the delicious food way more than 100 times. It's only 100 times after you got the update, because it wasn't counting before then. So you probably just haven't used it 100 times since the update. You also have to have the sea urchin farm. But yeah, just keep using it and you'll get it. Speaking of, let's just make some of these, I guess. I don't have many of these new fusion fish. Parker, a Maine Coon? He's a Norwegian forest cat, actually. It's visually pretty similar to Maine Coon. Personality's a bit different, though. It's honestly stupid, the Corgi. The Corgi makes sense in that it's like, it's a cutesy thing that people would spend money for. They definitely, I think they definitely sold the most Corgis out of any event fish. Lag? Let me double check my live stream. Yeah, I'm not dropping frames, so might be on your end. You can drop the quality if you want. Because, I mean, it's just me with 3 copies of AbyssRium. Visual quality isn't really a big deal on the stream. All of my strategy, the tiny luck shell is always to do something with the pearls or gems. Honestly, the reason I do the tiny luck shell is to get pearls. So I find that funny about the luck shell and the big luck shell. Because it's like the only thing I want out of it is actually pearls. So why would I spend pearls on it? I actually don't think you can get pearls from the luck shell and the big luck shell. Could be wrong because I don't use those. Video stop with the whole thing frozen? Might want to do a refresh. I don't see issues. Yeah, I don't see issues here. I guess you can't hear me if you're having issues, but whatever. What was I talking about? How long do you have to wait for the Bonito? We don't actually know, but I'm gonna bet it's the same 30 minutes as the Marlin. It could be 2 hours because lots of people report seeing it along with the sea urchins, which are on a 2-hour timer. But we don't know. No pearls and big luck. Okay, that's what I figured. If you super chat me $10, I will buy the sea otter. I don't really want it, but if people pay me to buy it, sure. If you buy it for me, I guess is what I mean. Which I do have a patron and all of that crap. If you do want to donate to, you know, help me make my guides and stuff. Oh, speaking of, I'm actually checking out HostGator. Does anybody else run their own website? I'm checking out HostGator to move my hosting. I use Namecheap, and they're kind of not the best. So I was looking at HostGator, but the problem is I would need to buy, like, to get the best deal, I need to buy like 3 years of hosting, which is a pretty big commitment, but it would be cheaper than what I'm getting right now, and I think it would actually be faster. So I am leaning towards HostGator, but I need to put up like $300 up front. Do you know the probability like the Marlin? No. Also, you know what's funny? The lobster finally swims backwards, but they never fixed... Well, wait, did they fix the Nautilus? Let's make a Nautilus and find out. Didn't hear you answer the chat. Do I have Discord? Yeah. My Discord is... How do I copy my name thing? I have it open. It's like, I don't know my numbers. What is my Discord numbers? Discord, please. Oh, it doesn't show me because of streamer mode. Crap. I don't think I can see that. Wait, let me disable that. Okay. I don't know if I'll regret posting that, but why not? Yeah, that's my Discord thing. Whole video froze again. You might want to lower your video quality if you're getting freezing. Alright, how do I turn streamer mode back on? Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode. There we go. Okay. Stream is having loading issues for me. Huh. I'm streaming slightly high bitrate, so you might just want to drop your quality settings. I've dropped a few frames. I've dropped like 2 seconds worth of frames, so it's not really a huge deal. Say hi to Parker for me. Parker is not in the room somehow. He got bored of annoying me and left. Looking for some other questions. Think Marlin or Bonito just by luck. Yeah, the thing about Marlin and Bonito, you don't worry too much about the exact timing. It's basically dumb luck. Just keep watching and eventually you'll see them. And when you do see them, what you want to do, here's a trick not everybody knows. When the Marlin appear, what you want to do is just open the camera, immediately take a picture of anything, of even just the tank. Because then what you can do is move the camera around and then you can focus on the Bonito, retake photo. There we go. We've got the Bonito. This is for our purposes, this otter is a Bonito. Look at him. He's a weird tuna, just like a Bonito. So yeah, that'll save you a lot of grief because taking a picture of them directly is a little bit hard because they move around real fast. Parker's a secret agent, agreed. I see you, Sebastian. How long does the Marlin stick around? Don't know exactly. I would say just a couple minutes, probably. They stick around for at least a minute, but I would just take that picture immediately. And, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was wondering where this tutorial took place in the new UI flow, so. Actually a big UI nerd, so I love to see how tutorials and stuff go in games. They're not always done well, of course, but I'd forgotten. I'm so busy answering questions, which I guess is the point. But vitality 0. I love that this game is offering me precious 0 vitality because I don't have any coral. Delicious. Hey, speaking of vitality, let me put my autoclicker up. Oh, let me show you. So this is Nox App Player. Somebody asked about it before. This is an Android emulator you can get for PC or Mac. A cool thing that you can do in Nox App Player is you can open this thing called the macro recorder. Press record, click around the screen, stop, and then you can replay your taps. So we can just play that in a loop and it'll go for you. So that's the way I get around that stupid 5,000 clicks per day thing. What is my favorite event fish? The bunny sea slug, I think, is my favorite event fish that is a real fish. Not fish, but you know what I mean. And I really like the bone whale, and my favorite premium one would be the scuba rabbit. I might actually buy that one. Do costumes do anything for you? No, anything in this palette menu here is purely cosmetic, which is why I usually don't put anything on the core light, because I don't really like most of the costumes, honestly. Bonito is fast too. I'm actually gonna, let me turn down the bitrate, because honestly bitrate doesn't matter too much for this stream. Maybe people have some less loading issues. Let me know if the stream looks like crap after I change that, but it should look fine. Do you play any other games? Oh, I play all kinds of games. If you mean mobile specifically, I've been playing Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy 2, which is a hell of a title. Somebody made an English translation hack for the Japanese game. It was unreleased in the US, and it's really fun. I just have 2 more cards to get, but otherwise, I don't play a ton of mobile games. But if you just follow my YouTube, I play, I try to show a new game almost every day. I play a whole lots of stuff. Okay, I'm backing up, buffering. Don't let that. Yeah, I think the costumes, I really love the dyes. Okay, let's stop that. I really like the dyes. One of my favorites is the snowflake potion, which is, unfortunately, I think it's, yeah. The Christmas potion changes the music, which is so cool. And I wish they would do that for more event themes. And I really like the Christmas theme too. I don't like the visual theme as much because it's kind of plain, especially next to the snowflake potion. Yeah, I really like some of these visual things, like the frozen ocean with the snow. But the core light costumes just don't really do too much for me. Well, you must spend $1 on past event things. Because the devs want to you know, get the money. Ever since Cheetah Mobile took over, they've been kind of leaning a bit too hard on making so many ways to spend money, and honestly, most of them, like buying pearls, in my opinion, never worth it. Yeah, I don't think most of the things in the game are really worth spending money on, especially not these. I hate to see a $100 in-app purchases and 2 of them in one game. It's blurg. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Oh, thanks, Oliver. Yeah, I read all of my chats and everything. I would drop your resolution. If you go to the settings, I would put the quality at like 360p or maybe lower, and you should be alright. Yeah, I read all my comments, and another thing, you don't have to respond to the latest video of mine. A lot of people do that, and I know that lots of YouTubers only read like the comments on their new video, but I actually do check my notifications, so if you send a message, I'll read it and I'll reply if I need to. If you had to pick, would you rather play this on Apple or on Android? I don't have any iOS devices, so Android. There's not really a difference, if that's your question. There's one feature. There actually used to be a good reason to play on Android, because there's this thing called quests that Android used to have. But, unfortunately, yeah, they got rid of Android quests. So, wait, why is this? Oh, it's just kind of behind. See a Difflosaurus? I just noticed that is an intense name. Oh, hey, Savannah, by the way. Alright. I forget who I was in the middle of a question. I'm draining my battery just to get the Bonito. Yeah, I would plug in your phone when you're trying to get the Marlin or the Bonito. Does anybody else in chat have the Bonito? I was under the impression that the Bonito was easier to get, but I may have just been lucky. Only bonus with iOS is the brine shrimp. Oh yeah, if you're on iOS and you didn't know, you can actually do a 3D touch, which is just basically press in harder, and you make a shrimp, which is worth a bit more vitality than a tap. It's not really a big deal, but it's a thing. Sheesh, it is hot today. It's above 90 degrees all week this week. And it was like 60 a week or two ago. I almost turned on the heat, but I don't like to turn on the heat until, like, you know, it's at least October, because that's just dumb. Not the Marlin, but I didn't even have to store my fish. Okay, so some people do have the Bonito. Oh, hey, Pepsi Man. I don't read Morse code. I'm too lazy to translate. Oh yeah, another thing about earning vitality. Generally, the way you want to spend your vitality is first, if you can get a fish, always buy the fish. After that, if you can get 25 core light levels to get that double bonus, do that. Coral, early game coral can be very good. But otherwise, what I do is I wait until I can buy 100 at a time, because that speeds things up a lot. The where I'm at in the game, coral is only really relevant because of the achievement where you can get the Coral of Light achievement. What are you doing? Are you going after bugs? You have not seen a proud cat until you've seen Parker after he's eaten a fly. He is like the proudest thing in the entire universe when he downs a fly. Which is weird because he's less proud when he downs a freaking bat, which is actually impressive, than when he grabs a fly out of the air. Though he's pretty intense when he gets a fly. He jumps in the air and goes like, and goes nom nom. And they must be delicious because he keeps eating the flies. And I mean, good for him. I'm not very good at catching flies, and I hate any flying bug in my house. So I'm all for him eating them. Oh, isn't these idiots who thought coral description was a requirement? Oh yeah, lots of people thought that. When the new coral came out, a lot of people thought that, you know, it said, like, over here on the left, or was it on the right? But yeah, it said that, like, it earns this vitality, but it doesn't say earns. So people assumed that number was the price. Crap, vid loading. Oh, weird. Video's loading for me too. Wait, that's weird. It says 0 drop frames, but I had drop frames earlier. I am trying this new ultra low latency. Maybe it is actually too unstable, because it does say it may increase viewer buffering, but it has really low latency. So maybe I should have... Wait, let me make sure that my CPU isn't too high or something. What are you doing? You're crazy. My cat is destroying things in the distance. Oh, my CPU usage is kind of high. You know what? Let me close... I don't need this one. Low latency worth it. But it was pandemonium. You have most of the hidden fish? Oh, you're welcome. Though actually, personally, I always preferred written guides. So that's actually the reason I made my guide, was because everything was in video form and most of it was incomplete. So I just made my written guide just because like everything was videos, and I don't. Despite being a YouTuber, I honestly don't prefer written or video guides. I prefer written stuff because I want to read at my own pace. Hey, Luke. Low latency is worth it, though it's pandemonium because lots of people. Yeah, this has been one of my busiest streams, which I was kind of expecting because of the whole, you know, Q&A thing. Only missing Bonito and Marlin. I think a lot of people are with you, unfortunately. I really wish they would change the stupid unlock. So the way I always thought that the Marlin could be fixed is, here's what you do. You leave the basics the same. Every 30 minutes, there's a 10% chance that it appears. But every time that you miss the Marlin, the chance raises by another 10%. So it goes to 20, 30, and eventually you have 100% chance of seeing them. So if you play the game for 5 hours, you'll get them, which I think is a pretty reasonable amount of time to wait. Thanks. Written guide is amazing. You did an amazing job. Yeah. A lot of people are thankful for the guide, and I'm pretty proud of it. Did you know that I have 554 revisions of that guide? It's been quite a lot of work, and it's been really cool. It does get a lot of views and everything. What is Bonito? Bonito is a hidden fish that they just added. It's a hidden fusion fish of all things, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to get. This little thing. I'm at BS. Oh yeah, BS vitality, true to its name, is when it kind of gets really slow. It also gets even slower around CS vitality, but then it speeds up like crazy. I didn't know how this goes stream because of AbyssRium. Yeah, I honestly, people have been asking for AbyssRium streams, and I was kind of like, but what would I do? Because I mean, what am I doing? But other than answering questions, but you know, people tend to ask lots of questions, and I guess AbyssRium is a nice chill game to play for a nice chill stream. And actually, with chat over there, I might as well leave you here. Open big luck shell. I'm not gonna waste my pearls on that. Agree with everyone. Thanks to you, I've learned a lot quickly. I found all hidden fish and zooming through the game. Thanks. Glad to help. Yeah, I have some thanks on my own. I have a credit section on the guide, in fact, because a lot of times whenever there's an event, people like zoom in with new info. Like, I don't think we've gone a single event, other than the Halloween one, without knowing 100% of the hidden fish things within 24 hours, because people just rush in with info, and that's really great. And people, any new tips people find, they always send it in. And the Reddit's been really helpful. My patrons have been really helpful. If you don't know what Patron is, let me get a link. Patron is a site where you can basically give voluntary monthly donations. And hey, Anna. And some of my patrons have been really generous, and that helps me, you know, keep my site going and everything. Favorite event? I would say probably the Halloween one. After that, the Christmas one. The Christmas one, I think, had the best mix of sort of like, it had a good theme, and it had some good like real fish. Like it had the penguins and stuff. N through O. Yeah, the N through O vitality. Honestly, if you're playing it really dedicated, I would honestly say it should take about a day if you know, recharge your skills a lot and play really well. Especially with these fusion fish and stuff. Because I didn't have fusion fish. Back in my day, boy, we didn't have fusion fish. Or expand. Yeah, get your craters, get your fusion fish. Are they going to repeat events? Unfortunately, no. It doesn't sound like they're going to repeat. Where did it mention there's going to be an autumn event? They said somebody in a Facebook message that there's going to be one. And their Facebook messages, while inconsistent and weird and terrible English, they usually do turn out to be accurate. The developers, I really wish they would hire somebody that speaks English. I mean, heck, hire me. Because they're people running their social media, A, don't seem to know the game all that well, and B, definitely do not know English well at all. Like, it's one step above, or possibly one step below, machine translation. Yeah, the events lately have been kind of bleh. That's why I like the Halloween event, because it was about half, like, actual fish. Like, it was the dogfish puffer, which I don't know why it's a Halloween fish, but whatever. The goblin shark, the football fish, and there was also, I really like the skeleton fish. The skeleton fish were really neat. The ghost fish were, you know, bleh. But I think the Christmas was okay. I don't like the Santa suit things. They're kind of bleh. But like they fall on the same patterns too much for events. Like in every event, you know, there's going to be a themed football fish. There's going to be a Dumbo octopus wearing a stupid outfit. There's going to be a dolphin wearing a stupid outfit. And it's always kind of the same. The more creative ones I do like, though. Like, I really like the garden turtle. It's like that, I forget what it's called, but that myth that, like, the Earth is on this big old turtle. At least we can understand what they're saying and not new fish, good pearl. I don't know. Sometimes it is about as bad as good fish, new pearl. Because look at this. Have you seen about fusion? Fusion requires raw material, fish, and farm elements. For successful fusion, for successful fusion you need input at least 2 raw material fish. Raw material fish, no space, will disappear in the process of fusion. A fish. The bonus of raw material fish, 2x vitality effect, no space and no space. Quotations. I wish you could see my scare quotes. The price of fish will remain the same. Creating fusion fish can get extra vitality bonus and will produce more vitality with same number of fish. Like, you can kind of grok what they're trying to put out there, but it's so bad. Blobfish, why not call it angler? Yeah, I've never heard. I always hear those things called anglerfish, never football fish, but I guess it is a word for them. Football fish may be what it's called in Korean. The devs are Korean, and I don't think they ever hired like a proper localization team, which is why we get things like red lobsters, which is weird because most lobsters aren't red. Lobsters turn red when you cook them, so rest in peace, poor lobster. It's kind of like, it's a ghost lobster. It's for Halloween. I would like to see endangered species in the game, like yeah, that's something that people tried to raise awareness for early on, but the devs never really seemed to care about. For a game about fish, it doesn't really have much about, you know, marine biology. It doesn't really, you know, try to raise awareness. Or what I always thought they could do is like have events where they would donate part of, you know, like for the corgi, it would instead be an endangered fish, and half of the profits they get, they would donate to, you know, actually saving said fish. And that would be really good to have events for, because they would have, you know, an excuse to buy or to put in specific exotic fish. Oh yeah, the fur fish for puffer. Let me show you the worst English in this game, if you can even call it that. So the Valentina sharp-nosed puffer. The aquarium has released a fur fish and lasted for 60 minutes. That means nothing. And the thing about this one is, you can unlock it by leaving the game open for 60 minutes, but it's completely pointless because what you actually need to do is have 2 eastern smooth boxfish and the sea urchins. And even if you unlock it before that, you can't buy it before you meet those requirements anyway. So it's not really a hidden fish. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know why the lobsters are alive and in fact red, but usually they're kind of an ugly, I mean rustic. They're kind of a rustic, you know, black and sea rock colored thing. You know, they sponsored RedRobinHood to feature AbyssRium in one of his videos? Huh. Yeah, AbyssRium actually has no contact with me. In fact, they usually ignore my bug reports too. Which is great. Yeah, I have no extra contact with them. They don't send me new fish ahead of time or anything. I might have to stop using this ultra low latency because I'm kind of surprised, but I'm getting buffering on my own thing. But I'm not dropping frames. Should add sea snails or sea snakes. Oh yeah, sea snakes would be... I posted in a video a while ago that I would really love to see sea snakes in the game. Oh yeah, let me show you my... So when I farm for events, this is the pattern that I use. Because what this does, this tap pattern, it activates all of the farms and it covers the entire area that the what are they called? The jellyfish swim in. So it'll get all of the... This is what I use for events usually, but it'll touch all of the candy that the things drop. Second time rejoining. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's the option. I think it's the ultra low latency thing. Unfortunately, I don't think I can turn that off without killing the stream and starting over. All my friends think AbyssRium is boring. That's kind of the beauty of it, though. It's relaxing. I like all of the pretentious things that people think are boring, though. So, whatever. I'm gonna turn off sound effects while I'm doing this. I usually keep the game on mute, honestly. Oh yeah, fun fact: the notice thing on here, that only counts for Vitality Get notifications. If you turn that off, you'll still get hidden fish notifications and all other ones too. So you can turn that off. Yeah, the Christmas music I love. It's so calming and slow and it's just very fitting. I do wish that you could just... I wish they had a separate menu to select music, and I wish they would keep putting in music. This is the only extra music they have in the game. So, and I think most people that don't have the Christmas thing, I don't think even know that there is other music in the game. I really like the music in the game. It's underrated, I think. One of my pet flower shrimp died today and looked like cooked shrimp. Oh no. Yeah, I kind of wish I could get an aquarium. I mean, I could, but I have a cat, and they're a lot of work. Like, I think it would be a bit too much work for me. Plus, Parker would destroy it. Christmas is great because it looks light and bright. This is actually the frozen ocean theme. This is the secondary whatever thing. I feel. I don't know what that's correcting because I didn't see the original post. But unfortunately, getting that 5,000 taps is really boring. I guess I'm not really going to be able to show off too much of it. I was thinking while I was talking I could do all of this stuff over here and like do a little, you know, how to get started thing. I actually do have a video of that already though. I have a video where I just go through and show you the first like 20 minutes of how to get started in the game. So I guess anybody watching right now probably isn't completely new to the game, but if you introduce any friends, there you go. I also have a big old playlist. If you ever need to learn more about AbyssRium, I have a big playlist of, I think it's like 30 videos at this point, that has all of my stuff in it. Should it be a North America themed event? It would have been cool to have like a 4th of July event or something. I don't know if there's many like American fish, but heck, they made events around leaves and cake, so I guess they could make, you know, burgers and guns and freedom fish. I don't know, regional events could be interesting though. I kind of wish they would have an event that's like prehistoric fish, or like a bunch of new, really interesting exotic real fish. Or extinct fish. Well, I mean, extinct fish is still real. North American wildlife, like deer and raccoons. Little swimming raccoons would actually be kind of cute. But I don't know what would swim. Then again, I guess they have a scuba corgi. They could have scuba whatever. Scuba moose. That's more of a Canadian stereotype, isn't it? Kind of hope they add fish when they repeat the events. They're not repeating events, actually. Which is good for new fish, but bad for old fish. I was kind of hoping they would repeat, but add a bunch of new stuff as well. That would probably be like a star, fireworks. I was expecting a fireworks, like... I was kind of wondering for summer if they would do some kind of, like, not quite 4th of July thing. You know, call it, like, summer fireworks. Though there is a fireworks theme, actually. There's a Valentine's Day fireworks thing. Let me put that on. That's actually one of my favorites, too. Anyone else here from Canada? I'm actually from the States myself. I have a lot of trout and salmon unique to America. I mean, that's another thing. There's not really many freshwater fish, are there? Which, I mean, freshwater fish don't live well in the ocean, but there's also, you know, a dog and a rabbit, so I don't think realism is really too on the board here. Just past BS vitality. Congrats. I think it takes a while to speed up after that, but it gets okay through early Cs, and then it gets slow, and then it speeds up a lot at CS. After CS. Just almost knocked a controller on the floor. So hoping for them to make a summer event. Yeah, they made a spring event, so I guess maybe it was too soon for a summer event. Yeah, I was thinking like summer fireworks. But guess not. Be ironic if they made Sunfish dress like the sun. Do mods not have access to slow mode? Apparently not. Oh, I hadn't thought about slow mode. Though, I guess I'm doing kind of alright. I guess I should have put on slow mode, shouldn't I? It was mostly at the early part of the stream that I couldn't catch up to everything. But I think we're alright now. Where did they say there would be an autumn event? I thought I said. It was in a Facebook message. It wasn't like on their Facebook. It was a DM they made to somebody. You can throw questions at them on Facebook, and sometimes they answer. Like they leaked a picture of a saltwater crocodile, which I had expected to see by now. Like I don't know where that is, but they showed like a 3D model of it and everything, and it was in the AbyssRium art style, so I don't think it was a fake. I don't know where that little fella is. I hope they update some new hidden fish, like normal, non-event, non-fusion hidden fish at some point. Because the fusion fish are neat and all, but it's been... it's gonna be like a year. In just 3 more months, have been almost a year since we got any new fish. When is the next big update? Well, that'd be the autumn event, which I assume is October. Probably when Otter expires. Yeah, it'll be when the Otter expires, I would assume. Because, yeah, they usually do a month at a time. Did you see that Bonito dip down and, like, swoop up? I just want to see autumn event fish. I hope they're not just, like, leaf pile fish. Like, spring fish, but brown instead of green would be worst case. Oh, Remora would be awesome. They should do a subtle Pokemon-themed event where they have all of the different, like... They have, like, you know, fish that represent the different Pokemon that are fish. I guess they already have quite a few. They have a manta ray. They've got whales, obviously. They've got octopus. Not event update. I would assume there'll be another fusion fish update after the event. New leaf pile fish. Just a pile of leaf with fins. I would honestly not put it past them. What I thought would be really cool is if they had like a new class of like bottom feeders that are like, well, like the lobster should be like crawling on the ground and stuff, and they could have like mobile starfish and well, the giant isopod should be down there too and stuff like that. Got one on the floor and took and stuck it at the top of the roof. Blue whale. Wait, what are we talking about with the 1,000-year-old blue whale? Maybe I am missing some chat messages, I'm not sure. Only thing is 1,000-year-old blue whale, collect all fish. You notice they made the mermaid as an event fish. Yeah, though I don't think they're going to repeat anything that's like, you know, they want the whales to go and buy the $100 package. And some people do. I mean, some people either just have enough money that's not a big deal to them, or they just play this game that much. Hey, Sharon. I would say just, you know, take breaks. People think that I play this game a lot more than I do. Most days I don't even do the daily mission. But I would say do at most the daily mission or just take a break entirely and come back when there's a cool new event or something. That's when I do it usually. So will they update normal new fish? Maybe one new coral. Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long since they've added new normal fish. I really hope they'll add some. I like the giant coral. My problem with the giant green kelp, though, is it's not symmetrical at all. It's kind of... I mean, real life things aren't symmetrical, but I don't know. Something about it bugs me. This isn't a good example of... Wait, is it? I don't know. On this screen, anyway, it doesn't seem quite symmetrical. Maybe I... Wait. I don't know. Now that I look and complain, maybe it is symmetrical and maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I just passed a threshold. Which, that's weird. Speaking of, we don't really know exactly when it stops visually adding more coral. Maybe it is, in fact, all the way up here at over 2,000 that it stopped adding stuff. 1,000-year-old mermaid. Now for $99.99. When the 1,000-year-old blue whale came out, I thought it was just for all non-hidden fish. I got so disappointed. Nope, it was for everything. Which isn't really too bad now. Back in January, the 1,000-year-old blue whale was basically impossible without cheating. But at this point in the game, with the fusion fish and the expand stuff, with the craters specifically, it's actually pretty reasonable. It's still harder than it used to be to complete the game, but it is not... Like, I would say in January, the game was basically impossible to complete. Now, it's like, it'll take you at least a few weeks of pretty intense playing. Whereas when it first came out, it was, you could beat the game in a week. You could have every single fish within a week. And I did. Pink table. You mean the pink and pink tree coral? I like that one. I wish they were bigger and I wish there were more of them. You can only see a few of the pink tree coral. It's kind of a shame. This theme, I think, covers up some of them. Yeah, some of the new coral you barely get to see. Like the orange blade coral and the pink tree coral. Do you think they repeat the Valentine's event? They should replace the heart sunfish with swan. A swan would be a good fish. I mean, not a fish. Yeah, I don't like... It honestly lowers my opinion of an app instantly if I see $100 in-app purchase. If I was not already super into the game, I might have even bolted. I have bolted from games upon seeing that their in-app purchases are kind of bleh. Why am I not... Get the thing. There you go. Sheesh. Shane, this game won't come to Steam. Yeah, it would be cool to have it on Steam. Some mobile games do port to Steam, but I kind of expect them to not. You can play it on PC. I mean, that's what I'm doing. This is my PC. You just need Noxapp Player. Search to TapTap Noxapp Player, and I walk you through that. Underwater swan. I mean, we've got underwater penguins that never breach to breathe, so Why not? What's the game on the right? Oh, the game on the right, I was just gonna do like, you know, a beginning playthrough, but I ended up talking too much to really do anything on here. We started out with 3 of them, but that was actually a bit too much while streaming, because each one uses about 15% CPU and streaming takes about 25, so that was a bit too much. You know what, I'm just gonna put on auto clicker for this one, because otherwise nothing's getting done. Oh, oops, don't click that stupid. I wish you could turn off the mystery chest. The thing with the mystery chest is that it's a 1 in 3 chance to get 30 pearls, or 30 gems. So it's exactly as good, it's only as good as the watching a gem ad in here, but this is so much more consistent. Just watch the free gem ads. Other than the fish that requires 50 of the treasure chests, there's no reason to do it, in my opinion. Really want the mermaid. Yeah, the price for the mermaid is crazy. I honestly wouldn't even spend, like, the most I would spend on a digital fish. I am kind of eyeing the rabbit. I might get the rabbit, but everything else is pretty bleh. The ghost whale used to be $30, by the way. They actually reduced the price. That was obscene. I think $10 is a decent balance to strike. I think even cheaper would be more enticing. But, yeah. I think $20 if it got me more than 1 fish. Like, I would spend 20 or even $30 on, like, get everything package. That's right, Parker. Yes! Yes. Are you coming here to disrupt the stream again? Thank you. What kind of event would you do? Prehistoric event. I would love to have a bunch of Ichthyosaurs and Plesiosauruses and basically all of that crap we saw in the birthday streams. Oh man, I should stream that again. That game was so fun. It's such a shame that I don't think it's platinum trophies possible. But yeah, birthdays. Oh wait, get out of the way there. What was I saying? I should play birthdays again. That was really fun. Remember that bird-themed AbyssRium clone? Oh yeah, I have that somewhere. I have that on one of my virtual machines. That game was almost good. That game actually could have been really good if they had capitalized on, because it kind of came out in a time when AbyssRium was in a rut. But they didn't, like, it had a lot of bugs and it was really needy with the ads. It just really wanted you to watch ads and it just had issues and it just turned out to not be very good. A Megalodon. Everybody wants the Megalodon. I'm more interested in the more weird shaped things. You know, the Nessie shaped things. They could have a freaking Loch Ness event, or at least, you know, let you buy Nessie or something. Oh, will Assistant Otter eventually produce crabs and krill? I would assume so. I mean, I can't say for sure, but I would assume it's just completely random farm material. Oh, tip for if you get the Assistant Otter, if it offers, the way the Assistant Otter works, from what I've heard, I don't have it myself, but what it does is when you log in for the day, it shows an icon over its head with a farm material and you click it to get it, and you can get 5 in a row. It's not 5 times per day, it's actually just 5 items and you get them all right away. But what you can do is if it's offering an item that you don't want, I think you can store it. You can either close the game and it'll offer a new one, or you can store it and then take it back out, and it might be a different farming material. So you can pick what you want basically by re-rolling it. I haven't confirmed that personally, but people have told me that, so that would be useful. Yeah, I think prehistoric would be really cool. Mythical creatures event. I can't really think of, aside from Nessie, which is just, you know, a dinosaur, can't think of too many mythical sea creatures. I guess mermaids and sirens, maybe? I guess hydras. Well, hydras are more of a land creature. But leviathans and whatever. Great sea serpents. That could be cool. Something I noticed with the new fish, I like that the new fish have more active animations. But, like, let's go with the Mega Mouth. Let's go look at the Mega Mouth. Oh, Basking Shark works. Basking sharks don't open and close their mouths that fast. They kind of just float lazily along, and their mouth is open most of the time. They can close their mouths, but they don't, like, yawn like that. Like, it stays open. They bask. That's why they're called basking sharks. And, like, the megamouth does... Wait, where is the megamouth? Wait, am I crazy? Or is the megamouth not on the... Oh, why are you here? That's weird. Yeah, megamouths also open their mouth more. They don't, like, chomp, chomp, chomp. They're filter feeders. Sand shark. They should have a land shark that's not visible because there's no visible land. Oh yeah, one gripe I have is that they put the paid fish in the event fish and fusion fish categories. Like, I'll never get this otter because I haven't paid for it. So, it'll never be here. It should be in here is what I mean. It should be in the package fish. Because that, like, robs me of getting... I have 100% of the event fish that you can get without paying money. But it doesn't want to give me that sweet, sweet filled progression bar. I do think the fusion fish look really good, though. I was a little skeptical when I heard of the idea. But I really like the visual variety of the new fish. Wish they could add more deep sea fish. Yeah, that's the weird thing. It's called AbyssRium, but there's not many abyssal fish. And there's a lot of really cool abyssal fish. Like, there's so few bioluminescent things. Speaking of, let's put out the Cleones. And some sea bunnies. Oh no, did I only buy one rabbit shark? I love the rabbit shark. He's just having a good time. He's just being himself. What else can we put out? This thing is ridiculous. It's got a bow tie. I can't believe they stole the legendary sunfish from us. We used to be able to buy as many as we want, so I never bought more than 4 because you could get them at any time. And then they just swiped them away. Yeah, they need more bioluminescent fish for sure. How much is the bunny? The bunny's $10. At least in US dollars. It's probably equivalent in whatever local currencies. Yeah, I think I probably will actually get the sea rabbit, but otherwise I'm not really too into burning money on the game. Oh hey, my stuff is there. Oh yeah, never tap the level times 10 on the Coralite, by the way, because it actually costs more to buy these in bulk. For coral, it doesn't matter too much, because you need to buy so many. You need to buy coral in such bulk anyway, but yeah, it's just not a big. It's not worth it to buy in bulk for the Coralite because you're never going to need that many. What were you talking about before the last event? Wait, what did they do with Legendary Sunfish? Oh, it's gone. You can't buy it anymore. Even if you unlocked it, you can't buy it, which is dumb. Been playing for 26 days. And I'm at O Vitality. Yeah, O Vitality is when the game slows down quite a lot, but if you play with the right tips, if you play smart, it doesn't really take too long. Please look up Sand Shark for the video. Okay. Hello? Hello? Pfft. Oh, that's a beautiful customer. It's kind of funny how cute the Goblin Shark is in-game, because they are not cute sharks. I mean, everything in the game is cute, but yeah, this is apparently what sand sharks look like. I love those teeth. It looks like a freaking Final Fantasy enemy, honestly. But yeah, they completely removed the Legendary Sunfish, which sucks. Been on O for 2 days. Yeah, if you do the daily events, you can't get stuck for too long, so I would just keep going with those. There's only so stuck you can ever be due to the daily mission things. I wish they'd add more fish that have like particles. Yeah, I love the moon jellyfish are one of my favorite normal fish. I wish they would have more stuff like that because they have. It's weird because they have this. They have kind of their own art style even within the game. They just made of these particles. They look really good. I wish they'd have more fish like that. Also, I really wish you could buy fish from this menu because scrolling through the fish list is like there's over 105 fish now. It's crazy. One of those cardboard books. Think about the sharks. Oh yeah, I used to have a ton of. I had a ton of dinosaur books as a kid. In fact, this one guy, we were at a toy store or something, and I had gotten like a dinosaur plush. And this guy asked, "Oh, is that a brontosaurus you got there, champ?" And I was like, "No, it's a diplodocus." And I was right. And screw that guy for getting the dinosaur wrong. Would you say coral's efficient? Oh no, it is not. And no puns. Is there no anglerfish? There's the football fish, but there's a surprising lack of abyssal fish, like I had mentioned before. Also, I really like this branchy sea guy. The Syndonis seahorse. Sea dragons are one of my favorite. As far as like categories of fish, the seahorses or the sea dragons are my favorite. Where's the pipefish, by the way? We've got seahorses, we've got sea dragons, but where's the pipefish? Oh yeah, by the way, let me show you something. Pipefish. There's finally a puffer that actually puffs. There have been lots of puffer-like fish in the game, but it took them a while to make an actual puffer fish. Hold on, I need to set up a joke here. All right. So parents these days, I don't know where they get off, but they like telling kids that Pokemon aren't real. And I've got some news for you, my friends. I've got some news for you. That is a giant picture. I have some news for you. Oh, come on, load the image so I can make the joke. Okay. Pokemon are real, okay? They are real and they are my friends. Look at this. Basic evolution, stage 1, final powerful evolution. Pokemon are real. You can't lie to me anymore, Mom. I think they should put in pipefish. They're related to seahorses, obviously, but they're. I just love how they just look exactly like a Pokemon evolution family. It's honestly kind of weird that there is not a Pokemon like we go from seahorse to not quite a sea dragon in Pokemon. But why no pipefish to seahorse to sea dragon? It makes so much sense. Oh yeah, the stages of a frog too. The tadpoles are baffling. The cheats physiology is just plain baffling. Oh, I just reminded me of space. There should be a space theme. So you could have fish in space. Slender sunfish should be added as a fusion fish. Slender sunfish. I didn't know there were slender sunfish. They're kind of bulky. Oh my god. That sure is a thing. That sure is a thing. It honestly, it's like, it looks ridiculous, but next to a normal sunfish, it actually looks pretty sleek and svelte. Huh. Regular sunfish are not quite as cute. Let me show you a regular sunfish. Regular sunfish are not so kawaii. Beautiful. Here, let me show you the in-game version versus the real version. Where is it? That's blatant false advertising. I'm sorry. They're not all quite that ugly, but well, none of them are particularly pretty. Like, here's another one. They are truly something else. It's got like barnacles growing on them. They're host to an amazing amount of parasites. Another mobile game. I'm surprised I never made a video of it. There's another mobile game called Survive Mola Mola, where you just try to live as a sunfish, and because sunfish's lives are pain, and you just keep dying. It's actually what Magikarp Jump is a reskin of Survive Mola Mola if you play that one. Yeah, that's what love discs are based on. Let me show you love. Though isn't there kissing? Love discs are kind of also based on those kissing fish too, aren't they? Oops, no. Let me show you this. Tinder profile. When you meet them in real life. See? No discrepancy here. Hey, Jonah. I'll never play Mola Mola the same anymore. The Valentine's Heartfish looks so much like the Love Disc. Oh yeah, there is a Valentine's Day Heartfish sort of thing, isn't there? Yeah, that's what you're playing as in Survive Mola Mola. Some liberties are taken to make them less hideous. Oh yeah, there's the Mola Mola too, which is a bit more actually. I could never spell that freaking name. Alomamola, which is a bit slightly truer to a sunfish. But what am I looking at here? Oh yeah, the blobfish. The blobfish is actually in this game. The blobfish doesn't actually look like... The blobfish is a meme because it's actually less dense than water. So it kind of like puffs out when it's in water, and it doesn't actually look like this. The poor thing. I was actually kind of surprised they made the in-game blobfish. I actually couldn't find any good pictures of a live, not compressed blobfish, but I think they are supposed to look something kind of like this. See you, Meg. I googled creepy fish and now I'm down this rabbit hole. Oh, there's a lot of creepy fish. Creepy fish, there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of really good pictures of like freaky eels. A lot of anglerfish, of course. Some of these are just hoaxes and fakes. There's Seaman. This would be legit an interesting crossover. But Seaman, why not? Put him in the game. They put Survive Mola Mola in the game. Why not? Abyssal fish are great. I wish they would have more abyssals. Abyssal fishes is... Oh, there's human teeth fish. You're not gonna want to see this, but... Okay, I'll spare you the human teeth fish. Google sheepfish if you want to have nightmares, though. I should add Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. I'm not sure how they could ever get away with that. Oh yeah, the glasshead fish. Those are really cool. That would be an interesting ad. Those are its eyeballs, if I remember correctly. The little glass spheres in it. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool, surreal fish. I was always fascinated with the sea and stuff because there's a lot of stuff in the sea that just looks so alien and amazing. It should be one of those symbiotic fish that snack off. Yeah, remora. We mentioned those earlier. Remoras are really cool. You can have them follow around the thingy. Look at the island turtle that goes underwater when people go on it. What do you mean? Why they haven't put a flounder fish in the game? Yeah, they don't seem to want to put, like, edible fish. I mean, all fish are edible, but... Oop. Oh. I didn't mean to... I just reflexively... I won't subject you to the ad. What was I saying? Okay, I lost it. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool deep sea fish that could put in that would be really interesting. There we go. We have our things. I won't subject you to ads. I'm sorry. I should add more jellyfish. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more jellyfish in the game. I mean, there's only 2 plus the, well, there was the heart jelly. Or the pink jellyfish. That one's pretty alright. I like the event fish that fit in with, like, normal fish. Like, the pink jellyfish looks really good, and you can just have it as a normal fish. Whereas, you know, this friend is a little tacky. I should add more jellyfish. And things like this. Like, I'm so tired of the Dumbo octopus wearing a stupid hat. Come on. But yeah, they seem to not want to add too many, like, edible fish, or, like, whatever they call those, fishing stock fish. They want more exotic aquarium-friendly fish, I guess. Though some fishing fish, you know, they look alright. Only moon jelly, pink jelly, jellyfish. Oh yeah, the jellofish. I like the jellofish. Those were cute. Regular Dumbo is great, but the hat ones are dumb. The some of the cake fish I actually like by how stupid they are. It's like, you know, sometimes you go so stupid it loops back to good. I think the cake goby. There's an even better one. The cake cuttlefish is like, he's like 5 different treats in one. Oh yeah, the dress Dumbo was okay. It's like, they tried. It's not just wearing a dumb hat, you know? Oh yeah, cenophores would actually be a good, I don't know if this is a cenophore or just a jellyfish. But cenophores would be a really good thing to add. I mentioned that in my, I have a video where I talk about which, no, that's not what it's called. How do you... Fish. What are those things called? Yes, Cenophora. That's what they're called. Let me see if I can find some pictures of these. They're like living colonies of things that, you know, form into a big organism. Oh, that's a huge picture. They're like colonies of weird things, and they make these like tendrils of themselves. They're really weird and cool. And I would love to see more of those in the game. That's something that they could do. They could do some really cool stuff with the you know, they could animate them kind of the same way that the moon jellyfish is. Oops. You know, this guy. That would be really cool. I can't tell what's actual fish and what's fan creation. Find the name of it and Google it, and then you can usually confirm. I'm playing Slime Rancher. Oh yeah, I love Slime Rancher. I've got quite a few videos of Slime Rancher. Okay, that's definitely, that's a Pokemon. That's not a fish. That last image you liked. Could do a near black ocean with bioluminescent fish. Yeah, there needs to be more bioluminescent fish. If you like the more chill games, Slime Rancher is a great one to look up. I've got like 6 videos of it, I think. I played mostly through early access, and I have at least one video where it's in its release state. Yeah, I really like Slime Rancher. I need to get back. I think they're adding an update with even more slimes too. Pinterest says it's an anglerfish. That thing, that did not look like a real thing. Then again, there is other stuff. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Somebody who's not me got my mail. So that's why package was missing, but at least it got returned. Wait, an alligator and tata fish. Yeah, they said there was going to be a saltwater alligator. Where can I see the leaked American alligator? I could check my messages on Facebook, but I might be gone for a while. Or it might be hard to find. Planning on adding saber slimes in a place related to Mochi Mines NPC? Huh, that'd be cool. I think beavers would be a good thing. I mean, if they're gonna add, whatchamacallits, otters, why not beavers? Beavers are at least 50% otters. Okay, I have no idea who would have sent me that thing. Can I search? Oh, I think I can search. Parky, sit down, please. What are we doing here? Wait. L. Oh, that searches for names, not... Ah. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Yeah, I don't think I can find it. Whatever. What do you recommend to get the pink tree coral? You just keep playing and, you know, do all the usual stuff to get vitality. You emailed the thing I sent through Dropbox? What do you mean? The AM2R? I already downloaded that. I emailed the thing I sent you through Dropbox. Dropbox uses your real name, yeah. I don't know why I opened the second one. In fact, let me open up something else that is actually idle, because I can't actually manage two at once. Oh. Okay, let's mute that. I forgot that Nox kind of flips out. Nox kind of flips out when you close a thing. Yeah. I hope it doesn't cut the stream or anything, but Nox app player, when you close an instance, kind of flips out and eats a billion gallons of CPU. CL vitality and how do you hit the 100-day mark? Yeah, it's a lot. You can progress a lot faster than you used to be able to. So DL vitality is not nearly as unreachable as it used to be. I need you to not be full screen. Put that there. That should work. Okay, can I? Where did my sound go? Oh, I muted it. There we go. Okay. If you like terrariums and stuff, you should really like Earthtongue. I'm just gonna leave this to kind of play on its own, but oh wait, I need a new world. Yes. Earthtongue is this like fungus. It's like, think of it like like a more self-playing ecology simulator that's kind of like AbyssRium, but instead of like sea life, you raise bugs and fungus. It sounds ridiculous, but it's really cool. And yes, that is Pumpkin Hill. I wish they'd update achievements. Yeah, I really wish... Yeah, there's not too many ways to get gems. It's basically impossible to get all of these through gems, these skill levels. Rarely get one, it's only 50 gems. Yeah, I am basically achievemented out. The only things I can get are these 2,000 skill uses, which is going to take 18 billion years. Let me speed this up a bit. And I need 3 more types of fish for the collector, and that's it, really. That's my last 300 gems. By the way, if I suddenly get taken out or something, it's because there is storms outside. I looked out when I got the package. It's like flashing thunder. Like I thought, like I don't know, it was aliens or something. But like there's like rapid flashing. Like I could only see the light, but I could tell it was lightning. I was like, what the heck? It's apparently storming outside, so that's nice. But yeah, this here is Earthtongue. I actually have a couple of videos on Earthtongue on my main channel, or on my only channel. This channel. So if you want to see Earthtongue, just search tap Earthtongue. But I thought I might as well have something idle while we're poking around here. Hey, Alex. Let's poke. Takes like a day to get 3 levels after Z or a bit earlier vitality level. Used to take like a week or something. Yeah, after Z things get sped up though. I mean, it mostly depends on how much you play. You can get like a letter a day fairly easy if you on almost any vitality level. If you just basically you don't want to bother tapping honestly in this game. At least once you have all your skills unlocked. It's basically all about recharging your skill and casting your 3 skills. And if you just keep the game idle and just watch the ad, do the 3 skills, that's really most there is to getting vitality. Other than doing the fusion fish. Anglerfish are cool. I should do Earthtongue for a chill stream. I don't know. I might have less to talk about. You know, I was thinking of doing, back when Pokemon, whatchamacallit thing, Twitch plays Pokemon, what I wanted to do was make, like, a live stream that just plays, it would just be, Earthtongue here, and you would just watch, and you could, like, you know, say, okay, I want to, you know, buy a bug, import a random bug like that. Change the weather like that. And, you know, people would just watch it and chill out and chat and whatever. Do you still recommend Birdstopia? Not really, because Birdstopia eventually gets impossible. It has, like, the end vitality wall in AbyssRium, but it's actually, like, 100 times worse. It's extremely bad. Wait, what's that? Bugs and fungus. Yeah, it's really cool. It's... Jack-o'-lantern immigrated. But yeah, it's weird, but it's this really cool terrarium sort of thing. Earthtongue is what I'm talking about. But yeah, Birdstopia I wouldn't recommend. It still throws me through a loop. The messages show up on screen before they show up here. Yeah, honestly, most of the lag left is that the chat lag itself. It's not really the live stream thing. See ya, oh. But, yeah. Speaking of streaming stuff, YouTube expanded its sponsor thing, and I can... Sponsorships are like Twitch subscriptions, but they're on YouTube. Like, you can pay $4 a month to support people. Is Earthtongue mobile? No. It's unfortunately only on PC. You can get it on Steam or itch.io. It would be cool to have on mobile, but I don't know if the developer is familiar or willing to work with mobile stuff. Hello, Shrek. I like these spider dudes. The spider dudes are probably one of my favorite. Well, there's a lot of really good bugs, so to speak, in this expansion pack. I guess we ran out of questions. How to get to Z Vitality quick. I actually still have, that's still my, I still have the walkthrough for that. But yeah, you just follow that daily Vitality ritual, basically, that I mentioned, and just search tap daily Vitality. I've got a video that pretty much goes through the loops. But you just basically do this daily mission stuff. Make sure you get the most of your steady photographer, the 10 minutes of double vitality. Then you just upgrade, you get your fish. Every time you can buy a fish, buy a fish. Every time you can get your Coralite leveled up 25 times, do that. Coral is more significant before Z Vitality, but Coral, in the long run, isn't very useful. And you want to fuse fish. Fusion fish and buying craters with pearls are basically free vitality. It'll speed you up a lot. Do you have a PS4? Yes. I have every console except for iOS and Xbox One. Wonder if they'll do this for different animal nature themes. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if they would do another one. Like, I really love the low poly aesthetic, and I wish they would make more stuff like AbyssRium. That's why I was hopeful with the whole Birdstopia thing, but the game kind of craps out. You friend me on PS4. I don't really play much stuff online. So I just end up forgetting who people are, and that's ends up kind of bleh. Did you see, what was that? There was, I think, a sea bunny or something just skedaddled right past the screen super fast. Looked funny. Let's change the theme up here a bit. I don't like any of these. I don't, like, almost none of the core light things are any good. I don't like them. But we can be Santa. Alright, I finally want to change the music. So let's go. What should we do, chat? Big ol' Santa and a big ol' cake. Why not? Oh, wait, no, Frozen Ocean. I like the Frozen one. Can you put out Sea Pig? Oh, sure. Sea Pig. I see pig, I eat it. That's not how that joke goes. Sea Pig. Let me just put out all these super expensive fish. I hate how the gulper eel is animated. They don't open their mouths that often. It's silly. What other fish? Oh, let's put out the 1,000-year blue whale so people could see that. And Megaloo. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, where's the whale? Where's that whale? Oh! Okay, I think that's him. And yeah, that's him, alright. So big I cannot even get... It's not even in frame. Okay, never mind. Abort. African clawed frog would be cool to see. Oh yeah, they don't have frogs either. That would be good to include. Alright, where's the sea pig? Oh yeah, here's the sea pig. There we go. There's a good piggo. They're completely aquatic frogs? Huh. How'd you get the snowflake whale? The snowflake whale is not a paid fish. I don't know why so many people think it's paid only. The snowflake whale was the normal whale for the event. It's just a normal event fish. You just bought it with like 6,000, I think, at the time, candies. But nah, the only fish that I paid for in this game was the black and white, this thing. And mostly just so I could get the experience of paying for a thing. If there was anything interesting for the guide. It says buy excess package snowflake whale. Oh, well, it's not true. It was a normal fish like anything else. They just doubled it up. I didn't notice that. That's weird. But yeah, there was basically 2 snowflake whales. And one you could buy with Vitality. That was the paid one. But it's completely identical to the one that you buy with candies. Yeah, I never noticed that. I guess that's probably why. Have you tried Battlefield 1? Nah, I don't really play competitive online shooter things. I usually play more, well, I play all kinds of stuff, but usually single player or like co-op. Super Mario 64 online lets you play as Waluigi. That's amazing. Told Parker I said, hey. Parker, hey! He's not even in the room. I just yelled. So I'm sure he accepts your love. Where are you, Parker? He's usually here to annoy me. And he has interrupted me a couple times. He dies in like 2 hits. He has different HP. Huh. Imagine if they added an exclusive Apple and Google fish. Oh my god. That would be bad. So if I upgrade all my abilities, including the Mystic Shell, will everything speed up? Yes, but there's actually... Somebody on Reddit, actually, let me find this. Somebody on Reddit composed a chart. Where is it? They composed a chart of... There's that thunder. Ah, here we go, here we go, here we go. The best way to spend your gems. It's mostly Song of the Moon and delicious food. Let me link to this. If my power goes out, or if like the stream ends, it's probably just my power going out. Which, fortunately, my PC won't die because I have an uninterruptible power supply. But the stream will still definitely go down. Let me see if I can put this on screen. Thanks to... Huh? Oh, come on. I don't know why, but if I use snipping tool, it's harder to get things on screen. Okay. So here we go. This is made by Idle State on Reddit. So yeah, the higher number is better. So first, ideally, actually upgrade delicious food, but these are Song of the Moon on the left, delicious food, mystic shell, and glowing conch. Glowing conch is the only one that increases in value as it goes. But yeah, basically, do you want to mostly go for Song of the Moon and delicious food? Song of the Moon has the added benefit of increasing your event drops too. So I would still focus mostly on Song of the Moon, at least to 10, but then go with delicious food as well. Working towards the hidden cetaceans and guitar fish like BL. Disappointed at the swing because when you level up, there's a truckload. No, sure to me. Just so that there's too many. I'm actually annoyed more that the pink tree coral is that there's not so many of them. Takes up too much space for other corals. I don't know. I guess I could space them out a bit more. Mystic shell is the one that increases by 10%. Yes, that's the one. It's pretty good, but as far as gems are concerned, I would go for the other ones because you can increase the vitality's base level with pearls or fusion fish instead, whereas gems are the only way to get Song of the Moon. I would mostly go Song of the Moon until level 11. Did you buy the $50? No, I've only bought the $5 clownfish thing, which I would say is the most efficient way to spend money. But spending money in the game isn't really a huge effect. I saw the Moon and DF are way out there. Yeah, if you're gonna max them out, I would like the thing with the skill cost is that after level 11 they start going up 100 gems each time, and that's when the efficiency starts drastically lowering. It's really not worth it to upgrade some of the things unless you have nothing else to spend gems on, of course. How'd you get the snowflake whale then? I just said like 5 minutes ago. The snowflake whale was a normal fish. I got it when that event was on. It was just like 6,000 candies. I used to play Minecraft. Actually, if you dig way deep, I have like 20 or 30 Minecraft videos actually, but that was like 2007, I want to say. Wait, maybe 2000. Wait, no, not that far, not that far. 2011, I think. You know, I can just search, can't I? It doesn't. It's not a big deal. I don't think I had a channel in 2007. 2009 or 10, I think, is when I started YouTube. Ghost whale? I don't have the ghost whale. I have the bone whale. Hatchetfish are huge. How big are hatchetfish? Oh yeah, they are pretty big. I don't think the real ones are that big. Play Subnautica. Oh yeah, I have Subnautica. I actually got a review copy of that and then I never did a video. That seemed interesting. I'm not usually a big survival game like that fan unless it's like... Well, I'm not a fan of multiplayer survival stuff where the objective is other people kill you. I'm sort of neutral on single player survival stuff. Do they go out of their way to make deep water fish extra scary? They overdid the goblin shark. Do you mean in real life or in the game? Because the in-game goblin shark is like baby material next to the real goblin shark. Like you don't even get to see its like telescoping jaws in this game. I mean, this guy's just like happy friend. This is not what goblin sharks He's even got a smile. Like, this, let me show you. Let me show you real goblin shark. I tapped out a change picture of my cat. I can barely see it. Let me... Can I open that image in a new tab? I still see dinosaur. Oh, I see cat now. How cute is that, like, black and white, like, not stripe, but like pattern thing. We've mostly had tabbies. Let me see if I can find a GIF with those jaws going out. No, where's those jaws? No, I need a GIF. I need a GIF. Oh, yes. Okay, now we're talking. Happy friend, right? This is happy friend. This is how happy friend's jaws work. I love how it's like face skin, like sloughs forward when it does that. What a beautiful, elegant beast. He just has the happy smile to disarm you before the eating. Domestic short hair. Yeah, that's what most of our cats have been. Strays or rescues. In fact, my parents have a feral cat who's like almost half okay with them. Like he still stays away from them, but they feed him and stuff, and they can pet him sometimes. What would you like as an event? My usual answer is prehistoric fish. Yeah, Brian plays. I'm pretty good. What's that other game? This is Earthtongue. I guess it may be a little hard to read, but it does say at the top here. This is a really cool like bug and fungus terrarium. It's more idle than it kind of just plays on its own. It can be seen kind of like SimCity. You kind of like try to balance the ecosystem, and it can actually get really hard if you want to try to get everything alive at once. It actually has different types of things. Let's see normal Earthtongue. And be you and I'm dying for pink tree coral if I was in your situation. Just keep playing. If you weren't here when I said, just search my video, just search for Sir Tap Tap daily vitality ritual, and I show you, like, well, basically you just do those daily missions, and you get your fusion fish, you get your craters in the expand menu, and you just keep doing your recharge and cast your 3 skills. Tapping like mad doesn't really do too much. You just want to cast your skills over and over. Reminds me of Terraria? A little bit. You kind of just play as this, like, god presence, and you can, like, you know, you can import a fungus. You can import a bug, like that snail that plopped down there. And all the life has its own AI. It's really cool. It's also moddable, so you could make your own thing. I'm not really a big type for, you know, modding games, but I was tempted to make, like, a Yoshi's Island thing, but I'm not good enough at pixel art to really do that proper. Yeah, Megalodon would be cool. How do you get the 1,000-year-old blue whale? You just get all of the normal fish. You have to get absolutely every hidden fish, unless you buy some fish. Like, basically you have to have 114 fish total between the normal fish and packaged fish tabs, but it's not really worth buying paid fish just to get it. Can you put a link to that video? I'll just Google, but so Tap Tap daily ritual. I'm surprised that actually came up with a autocomplete. Yeah. I'm Sir Tap Tap. Oh, shut up, other Tap Tap. It's my time now. Your time is past. Oh, I thought that was Parker, like, pawing the windows. That's just heavy rain. Packaged fish. Yeah, packaged fish do count towards it. So if you spent, like, $300, you could get it, like, 6 fish early. It's not really relevant Other than, like, if you buy just a couple fish, you might not have to get, like, say, the Marlin. Which for some people probably is worth it, but for me the thing is I would never want to pay to, like, skip the Marlin, because, like, I would then just immediately want the Marlin because I don't have it, so it wouldn't really help me. Actually, now they see it better, the game looks like Sandbox Evolution. Huh, haven't heard of that one. Yeah, Earthtongue is really cool. I have a couple videos on it, like I said. It's just this, it's a nice game to chill and just leave up on a second monitor or, like, over in the corner on your screen and just take a peek, see what's growing, what's not. And you just leave it and go on. It's really cool. Which fish is my favorite? I would say, oops. As a category, the dragonfish are, or the sea dragons. As an event fish, I would say the rabbit and the bone whale's pretty cool. I'm not really good at picking favorites. Sea bunny is good too, or the bunny sea slug. Yeah, the chance fit. The thing about the Bonito and the Marlin is it's just pure chance. And I hate that in games when, like, there's always that one collectible. It's just absolutely nothing you can do to get it other than just wait and try more, and they always make them way too rare, and it's just not fun. Sandbox Evolution is free and fun, is short to play. It's sort of a pay to win. I guess in a way this is a pay to win game. Well, actually, honestly, the thing about AbyssRium is that despite all of the ways the game tries to get you to keep paying money does not really significantly speed up the game. It's kind of like, if the intent was to be cynical and, like, force you to spend tons of money, I don't really think they did a good job, because paying money doesn't really significantly speed it up. Like, it says, you know, you get 50% fish discount, but the thing about that is that the fish price still increases by 3.5 times. So after your first fish or two, the progress curve is basically the same. So there's not really a real pressure to pay in the game, because you're just gonna have to spend time anyway. I had to wait a while for the Marlin's Bonito. Yeah, I think the Bonito has a higher appearance rate. You do have to have the urchin farm, I'm almost certain. Haven't spent any money. Yeah, I hadn't until I wanted to test the 50% once they added that 50% create life bonus thing. I wanted to try it out, and it sounds better than it is, which honestly is how most of the paid fish sound. Like, the otter is, like, blatantly false advertising. It says 5 farm materials. I like how they used sumptuous. There's no way the person with this awful English knew sumptuous. I don't know where they got that word. It's a good word, but I don't know how. But it says 5 sent 5 times per day, which makes you think, oh, you get 25 sets of farm materials, but no, you get 5. Sumptuous is good. How do you get the lobsters? You have to use delicious food 100 times, and it only counts after you. Look at the blue whale. Look at the blue. Look, it's like absorbing the abyss underneath it. The whales kind of do that. They swim under, like, the ground, which is really cool when it's the bone whales, but it looks freaking stupid when it's the other ones. But yeah, you just gotta use delicious food. Just basically keep playing and you'll get it eventually. Oh yeah, the math in this game is so bad. They don't know how multipliers work. In fact, the sad thing is there's one menu. So on this menu, they actually use multiples. They actually use additive multipliers properly. In all other things, you have to subtract 100. Like 300% increase of vitality. This is actually 200%. The paid fish, they say they increase by where am I? Like this thing says you get 110% total vitality production. You get 10% more. Like they're bad with percents. Now I want to play Earthtongue again. This is a really cool game over here, but it's a really good chill out game. Do you have any guesses for the new fusion fish that might come with the crab and krill farm updates? I'm not really sure. I kind of figured... So, like, with the first 10 fusion fish, it was like... Oh, I hate how huge this menu is. It's even worse to scroll with a mouse. I figured we would go through the puffers, and we would have a bunch of puffers. And then we would have a bunch of different seahorses, and then maybe... Probably not sea dragons. I figured they'll just go down the list and grab a couple of each species. Maybe some turtles. But I don't know, it's hard to tell because they actually went backwards in this update. They went back and added a couple more damsels. Well, the Crummy is kind of a damsel. It's considered a damsel by the game anyway. I'll just make a couple of these. Maybe it's gonna be crabs and shrimp. It'd be cool if we had crabs, but it's like they don't want to put fish that you eat in the game, is the way their logic seems to work. I like this Sidonius, whatever, seahorse. Where's Parker? He's over here on the floor. I don't think he likes the loud rain. It's okay. Come up here. Yes. Can you hear his squeaks? Say hi. Say hi. Come up here. Yes, I'm giving you permission now. Say hi. Say hi. Meow. Oh, come on. He's very noisy in the kitchen, but he's very quiet in here, and I don't know why. Say hi. Say hi. He's like, well, now that you want me to, I don't wanna. My isn't eat fish? Yeah, I think it is, actually. Right in fin whales? I don't know. Also, how do you get the basking shark and hatched fish? I know that you need really expensive coral, and that's probably all that you're missing. But let's look it up. Did you say basking shark? The basking shark is, yeah. Basking shark is just giant green giant green kelp. And, hatchet fish. Hatchet fish is just pink tree coral. I don't know why they made these fish hidden, by the way, because they're not. Most of these are not actually really hidden, but the game just does not show you them in the UI until you buy the coral that unlocks them, which is not how most of the other fish work. It's so weird. They're like half hidden, half normal fish. Excuse you, what are you doing? You gonna sniff that? He likes sniffing incoming mail. Are you a creepy pervert, Parker? Why do you sniff my mail? It smells like other people, I guess. I need some recommendations of itch.io games. I actually have a big old collection on itch.io. Give me a second here. Crap. itch.io is showing me stuff that's obviously ripoffs. If you see that stuff, definitely report it. itch.io does have staff that like remove stuff that's like scams. So if you see stuff, report it. Their staff is really good, but like they don't have a pre-approval process, so you just gotta report it. Hold on here. My collections. I have this collection called Cool Weird Games that I like to use. Wait, where is this? Ah, there it is. No. This URL took me forever. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's my collection of Cool Weird Games. Yeah, itch.io is like Steam that, it's like Steam for indie games. Anybody can upload their game. I think there's like I think you have to get approval for very large files, but you can upload like your like student project game And if you want to charge money, you can just do that. There's some protections because of abuse, but it's a lot easier to use than Steam. And there's pretty much no gatekeeping, unlike Steam and good old games. It's really cool. Really want to save enough vitality, they only have 233p. Yeah, you just kind of have to keep playing. Some of the really expensive coral is just not meant to be bought for even like weeks. You can get it within a couple weeks. Can you hear the thunder and like rain, by the way? It's pretty loud, but I'm not sure if it comes through the mic. Hey, Angelina? Something about chat makes me unable to say names. I'm not great with names in real life, but something about seeing them in chat just makes my brain not work. Oh, the sea dragons those are another coral fish. Here we go. The sea dragons are a favorite of mine. Yeah, white swing and enemies where you acquire you get all those. Oh yeah, just in case anybody is not aware, my written guide has absolutely everything. Okay, yeah, it's getting pretty loud, so yeah, I'm sure you can hear it now. It highlights my name in my website. But yeah, my written guide has like everything, and any new stuff will be added there. And usually you'll find it in the guide before I have a video out. I try to make my videos as soon as I can, but I would recommend it as a first stop. I don't personally like watching video guides. I know some people are different, which is why I do the video ones too. But yeah, I have to wait a few hours, days to get 99p to get the leatherback turtle. Have you been playing since release? Pretty much. I think I may have gotten it a few weeks late, but I played it within a month or so of release. I first published the guide August 20-somethingth. Oh, yeah, the Naso Tang is awful. I hate that fish. I finally got it, but man, that is a boring fish to unlock. I recommend Alchemy too. I'll take a peek. I've been pretty busy with stuff. I have a lot of games I need to get to. Vids are nice. Yeah, the written guide is the Bible. Look at the freaking the 1,000-year-old blue whale is too big. It just like consumes the entire planet. Yeah, the peppermint angel at least looks nice. The Naso Tang is ugly. I'm sorry. It is not a pretty fish. Alright, and since I'm plugging things, I do have a Patreon also, so you can support me on Patreon and help me buy server space. You can help me reduce ads too, actually. I added a goal, so when we get to $100 a month, I'm going to remove 1/4 of ads from my site. And then at $200 a month, I reduce half of them. Are there new tangs you'd want to see? I'm not aware of tangs that are not in the game already, honestly. I love fish, but I'm not like super aware of all the different ones. I mostly want to see abyssal fish. I want to see bioluminescent fish. I want to see anglerfish. I want to see creepy glowy eels. I want to see, you know, stuff like that. It's so weird that the game is named AbyssRium and there's not very many abyss fish. How long does it take for the Bonito to appear? We don't actually know, but we're pretty sure it's either 30 minutes or 2 hours. Because it seems to be basically exactly like the Marlin. Yeah, it's kind of weird that you can see sunlight, or actually they call it moonlight, but somehow, you know, light penetrates. Though actually moonlight is just reflected sunlight, which makes no sense for vampires. Not that they're real, but like, sunlight kills you, but reflected sunlight off the moon is somehow magic. Also, no, I'm not in a hurricane. It's just a good old-fashioned storm. That rain is nuts. Yeah. Parker doesn't like it. That's right. Say hi. Meow. He doesn't like it when it's this loud. Yeah. You're too quiet. Say hi. Say hi. He's sniffing my mail again. I don't even know what this is. I think I heard a transformer go. The Greenland shark is the Basking Shark. Can you use 1,000-year-old blue whale? It is actually out. If you were here when it came through, it actually like covered the entire screen a second ago. It's around here somewhere, but it's hard to see because it swims way out because it's so freaking big. Let me see if I can locate it. It is out, but I can't. Unfortunately, it's hard to zoom and pan because I'm using my PC to record. No, how do I zoom out? Out. This does not make this gesture does not make any sense. I give up. It'll show up eventually. I can show you in the Manage Fish menu, I guess. Half-Life and Hotline Miami. What now? He sounds like my old cat, just lower pitched. He's actually a very high pitched cat. He makes a variety of different sounds though. This is what it looks like. It has a pretty neat animation, which you can't see because it's so big. It's a really neat fish, but it's so big and it's not really animated in a way that you can actually see it very well. Oh, there it is way in the distance. Like, when you can see it, it's pretty cool, but it's hard to see. Let's see Hotline Miami. I was actually not a huge fan of Hotline Miami. I was a big fan of Mr. Shifty is like Hotline Miami plus teleporting. And I enjoyed that one. Ask you some questions? I guess that's a good idea. What's your favorite fish, chat? The game is getting harder. Does it get where it takes 2 casts per fish? Oh, child. Oh, child. There's points where it'll take 10 casts per fish or more. It kind of goes up and down. Oh, I know Hotline Miami is good. It's not a style of game I like. Like, I don't really like instant death games. And I know it's more like a puzzle game than a top-down shooter. I mean, maybe I just haven't played enough. You know, some games, you know, you don't get the greatest impression out of like 15 minutes of play, which is all I honestly put into it so far. Should I buy Nidus Tap? Honestly, I don't really think it's worth it. If you're not going to use Nox App Player or any auto-clicker stuff, I can see it having its utility, but I don't really think it's worth $10. It's not bad. I would say it is at most worth the money. It's not like a super great deal or a necessary buy or anything. Can we see the cat? Sure. I actually have an Instagram with a bunch of pictures. Oh, and if you donate on Patreon, I actually make big old albums full of Parker pictures. So every month you get around 50, I would say, Parker pictures, some of which are unique to patron that like nobody who is not me or not a patron member gets access to. Let me get a picture on screen here for you though. Let me find one of him on my desk. Here we go. He's not doing this right now, but he usually does this while I'm streaming. That's Parker. So Midas Tap, you keep. I thought you had to keep buying it. Yeah, Midas Tap you do keep. It stays, so it's a $10 permanent unlock, which it's probably one of the better things in the game to buy, but it's not essential. It still takes a while to get the tap 5,000 times thing, and if you have an auto clicker, it's a lot less impressive. It's just kind of like paying for an official approved auto clicker. All right. Get that off. Oh, I have tons of pictures embedded in the stream now. Let me get rid of some of these. I'm kind of surprised power hasn't gone out at this point. I usually at least get a... Well, not usually, but... My power doesn't usually go all the way down, but like we'll get just enough of a blip to reset my clocks. Peppermint Angel looks awesome. Yeah, Peppermint Angel is a pretty good fish. I just hate how you unlock it. One of the guitar fish. Oh yeah, the rays are really cool. Mollusks and tangs. I wish the octopi weren't animated quite so silly. There's some way you can do a live on-camera Parker. I have videos of Parker, but doing a live video would be weird because I couldn't like check the comments. And I've considered getting like a face cam, but like not a face cam, like a webcam, and point it at the desk so you can see Parker when he's up here. But I don't have a webcam or a thing. Like I would need to mount it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll do that. Is the whale shark like super rare? Yes and no. You have to have the staghorn, or not staghorn, the starhorn coral. It's never announced that you need that, but it is actually a requirement. If you have the starhorn, people report more trouble than any other fish getting that one. But we think it's just that you require the starhorn coral here. It would be nice if they actually listed those requirements in the hidden fish thing so we knew these things. But no, that actually took us months to find that out. So that is something we can call you for short. Just Tap Tap works. Some people call me Tap. Why can't we see my face? I'm not a big face cam kind of guy. I don't like the squid as much as I want to. Yeah, their animations are just kind of silly. If you've been watching me for a long time, there actually were... Oh no, the Nautilus still swims backwards. So Nautilus actually jet like backwards in their mouth, like the opposite of the way it's going now. And like anybody who's ever seen a Nautilus swim would know immediately that that Nautilus is swimming the wrong way. And it's such an easy thing to fix. I'm amazed that they've never fixed that. That's honestly ridiculous. Look at her being tapped. Whales. Yeah, I think the whale shark might have a lower % chance. My face would be considered my avatar if I shared photos online. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm from an earlier era of the internet where I feel like I don't want to share too much personal info and stuff. And I mean, I have had a couple of nasty people try to be crazy, and nothing really too bad. Like nobody's like tried to show up at my house and stab me, but maybe if I shared more info, somebody would try to show up at my house and stab me. So, I don't know. I try to keep moderate to high levels of cautiousness. But, I don't know. I don't even really like face cams, like, just in general. So, and I'm kind of one of those weird people that even if it's something that I know is fairly popular, if I don't like it, I don't tend to enjoy doing it. So like I make videos that I would want to watch, and I tend to avoid making things that I wouldn't want to watch unless it's going to be like not particularly high effort but still worth it in terms of views. I just wanted a face to a voice. Yeah, I guess that's a thing. But I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, hold on here. I actually have a folder on my PC called Selfies. And it's just a bunch of these. It's my commissioned tap taps. Actually, I have a lot of these now. I have some fan art too. Which, by the way, if anybody does fan art, definitely send me the art. I always like to put the art on my site. I have a decent size collection of tap taps at this point. This fly is... Parker, eat that fly for me, will you? Yeah. Yeah. Eat it. Eat the fly. He does not like this. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you're fierce. Yes. Yes, Sniff the box. It's mysterious people mail. You just put your nose all over that. Thank you. I was really thinking, you know, I would wish... Oh, lick it, too. I was really thinking that did not have enough Parker nose on it. Thank you. Cats are weird. Personal fish is the favorite is the Clob Tap. Yeah, I really like the Clobstrossy's hat. That's the more painterly one that looks like Yoshi's Island. Which is very fitting since that's what it's from. For me to get the Starhorn Coral, should I upgrade Coral more often or Lonely Coralite? You just kind of have to play it by ear. Usually, long term, you want the Coralite and fish. But sometimes Coral is more worth it. I would say if your per second vitality thing here is significantly higher, I would focus on Coral. Otherwise, if this number is significantly higher, focus more on Coralite. You do need both, though. Why is the otter so dang pricey? Oh yeah, I think that's kind of rude on their part. It costs 30 sea urchins. Sea urchins, you get, I think it's what, 10 every 2 hours? So that's 6 hours per otter, and you have to actually be there to collect them. So that's really pricey. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning on my phone. I kind of already noticed, but oh well. Okay, speaking of mobile games, I've been playing Potion Maker a lot lately. I kind of finished it for the most part. I actually have a guide for Potion Maker. It's a cute little alchemy game. It's kind of AbyssRium, like it's kind of like a tapper game, but not quite. It has less tapping. But I've been playing that. Hold on, I'm behind on chat. Hey, Colorless Dream. How old's Parker? I think he's 7? Are you 7? He doesn't know. Hey, Sly Foxhound. Yeah, you are kind of late, but I'm still here for a bit. My cat eats anything. Parker mostly just eats his food and attempts to eat my food. He mostly goes for my drinks more than my food, actually. But he does enjoy a good bug, some good protein. Yes! Yes, you do. Will this be uploaded after? Yeah, I upload all my live streams. Actually, I don't have to upload them. They kind of go automatically. What game is the non-tap fish game? That's Earthtongue. Why is it not? I was hoping there'd be more stuff. But yeah, Earthtongue is like a terrarium for bugs and fungus. It's only on PC, not mobile, unfortunately. But it's a really cool chill game. I just wanted something else to have up. I did have... excuse me. I had a couple other instances of AbyssRium up, but I couldn't like operate more than one at once, so it was kind of pointless. So something tap fish the longest I've ever had a game, but I was watching Markiplier live. Hey, Mr. Manta. I'm a serpent keeper. Shouldn't you keep mantas? You have a pet eel? You can keep eels in a tank? I didn't know that. You said about the scuba animals is going to be true. It's too easy for them to just not make new ones. Oh yeah, I bet there's going to be a lot of cute animals for scuba. I'm calling it that the next one's going to be a scuba cat. Like, and honestly, it's easy money. So I mean, I can't even particularly blame them. Like that's a fairly easy way to get money in a way that's not going to tick people off. I think it'll be a little creatively boring, but I mean, as far as bad things that they've done, like it's not a bad thing. Like, not compared to the $100 mermaid, anyway. Pixel Gun 3D. I like how the rude content filter caught a fat little kitty cat. I thought you were fat shaming the cat. Yes, that's right. I'm glad that YouTube has, like, it tries to filter out, like, insulting stuff, but obviously there's going to be some miscalculations. Got a mission glitch where I could instantly level up my stuff with the coral and tapping. Huh. I haven't had too many good glitches in this, unfortunately. Scuba monkey, scuba tap. I would be okay with that. Buffering? Oh, you might want to lower your resolution or whatever. filters. It's kind of like, yeah, it does this thing where like it'll let you show, or it basically elevates it to a moderator. I don't know its exact criteria, but it caught some spam, so I'm kind of okay with it. It caught somebody who was doing a fake thing. Somebody said they donated $1,000, and yeah, and it actually caught that one. I mean, you can donate $1,000 if you want to. You can click that little $sign button and send a super chat. So you can actually send, there is a way to send donations, but it's very easy to tell when people are faking donations. So don't do that. Oh, it was $10,000? Yeah, it was something crazy. But yeah, never lie to somebody about money, because, you know, we're gonna know if you're lying about the money. Scuba Parker. I would be down for a Scuba Parker. Yes. Yes. You're crazy. You're crazy. Yes. His eyes are all wide. He doesn't like the rain. Scuba Seagull. My Singing Monsters. I've seen ads for that game. It looks weird. I can't decide how many marine otters I want. I'm not going to be one of those people that makes like 500,000 of them. I usually go for 5 of each fish, so I guess that'll be my goal. How do you get the other otter? One of them is paid, and the other one you just fuse. The assistant sea otter is paid. You also only get one. Scooby Yoshi. Scuba Seagull would actually be pretty funny. It's the point is that it's weird, I guess. I go for 8 but never put out 8. I go for 5 because it's like a, it's not a round number, but it's like one of those neat numbers. I never know how to address 5. Is Momodora 1 supposed to be on Itch.io? Yeah. In fact, I think Momo 1 through 3 are. I don't think they put Momo 4 on it for whatever reason. Yeah, most things that are not like a Nintendo game are just actually on Itch.io. Oh no, Momodora 1 and 2 are actually free. Momodora 3 is the first one that's paid. And then Momodora 4 was a bit more expensive. I would definitely buy a Scuba Parker. Technically, they should pay me for Scuba Parker, but I would use some of the money they pay me for Scuba Parker on a Scuba Parker, I suppose. Think they would add elephant seals? That would be cool. They gotta add something at some point. I really hope they start adding normal fish again sometime. Back in the early days, they would add like a new, kind of normal fish about every 2 to 4 weeks, and it was actually pretty cool. They would add are you affiliated with AbyssRium at all? No, they don't even answer my support requests most of the time. But no, they don't send me review codes. They don't, you know, give me free things, so they don't pay me for coverage or anything. They've never even like posted my guide or anything. They don't seem aware of my existence in any way. How many did they start out with? I honestly don't remember at this point. I think it was like 74 to get the dugong. I think that was the amount. Oh, oops, I didn't add. You don't need to see the ad. I think it was something like 74, 78. So they should add some sort of attempt. Yeah, it'd be neat if they acknowledged me in some way, but yeah, they haven't. I mean, feel free to bug them on Facebook, like not annoy them significantly, but you can float the idea on Facebook if you want to. But as an entity on my own, they don't particularly do too much. Oh yeah, let me show you what it's like playing games with Parker. So sometimes when I'm on my couch, I'll use my Surface laptop thing. and it's kind of, there's this kind of gap between the couch and it. And so Parker will hide under the table, and he attacks and swings his paw up under the thing to attack. Yes, you do. Yeah. 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 He's very fierce. My voice is getting a little scratchy, so I'll probably stop streaming in, what time is it? I don't know, probably within 5 to 10. This has been fun, though. I wasn't really sure how an AbyssRium stream would go. And I'm not sure how I would do another one. But I could definitely try it again sometime. I paid RedRobinHood to feature AbyssRium in one of his videos. Yeah, it's not uncommon for devs to approach people, so I was kind of wondering if they would, and I think I asked them at one point if they had, like, any, if they could put me on a press list or anything to give me updates. But no, they never replied to me at all. So, I don't know. They don't really speak the best English, obviously. So, I don't know if they were, like, even entirely aware of what I was trying to say, but whatever. Do I like dinosaurs? I was super into dinosaurs. You know how every kid is super into one thing? For me, that one thing was dinosaurs. Until it was video games. But yeah, when I was a young kid, I didn't even have video games when I was tiny bab. But I had all of these. There were these, like, books that, like, I don't even know what these things were called. Kids' books. There were these really realistic books about dinosaurs, and they would, like, show them, like, eating the other dinosaurs, and they had, like, there were these colored books, and I'm Googling, and I can't find them. There's these really realistic art style. They had a book for each dinosaur, and I think I must have had, like, the full set. I had at least, like, 30 of these things. I'm trying to find these on Google. I'm not seeing them. It's like you would line them all up, and there would be, like, each book had a different color, and there was a different dinosaur, and they would follow the, like, a day in the life of the dinosaur, and, like, the predators would go chasing things, and, like, if it was a herbivore, it would, like, you know, see some of its friends die, and it would, like, run away. It would be really cool. Stuff always goes extinct in Earthtongue. It's actually sort of a difficult game to keep things balanced in, but it's fine. Figured to give you updates. Yeah, I figured they would at least put me on a press update, but no. Yeah, Dumbo Octopus, they always get a cheap remodel. It's bleh. I've been to the ocean a few times, but never been whale watching. Nobody in my family is big on boats. I actually go on boat trips at work, though, because we have barges. So once a year, which actually should be coming up this month, or next month, if we're doing it anyway. But yeah, we ride up the river on a barge, and it's pretty cool. I should do more streaming. I've been meaning to stream more. I'll probably stream more now that I'm back on YouTube and things have kind of settled down. Yeah, barges, like, you know, big old... Well, you don't ride on the barge. There's a tugboat or a push boat or whatever. Is it still a tugboat if it's pushing the barge? But yeah. Oh, I have a Discord, actually. Nobody make me regret posting this, because we did have some trolls a bit ago, and those trolls got banned real fast. But yeah, I do have a Discord here. What do you do with those programming? Oh, I'm a programmer. Companies with barges need people to program their internal stuff, though. I don't, like, ride the barges every day. I work at the office, but we happen to have a location nearby that has a barge. I've never seen someone mention Hippo's bot being an AbyssRium. I don't know what that means. Moe can change? What? What is that? Oh, it's like a dress-up game? But how would I be able to play that for a video? I do think I'll do a video for Potion Maker. Oh, it's a dating sim? I think I'd be less likely to play that even. Let's go to the boats. I'm okay with being on a boat once in a while. I wouldn't want to be on, like, I wouldn't want to be on one of those boat trip things where you're on it, like, for days and days. So lots of different life while watching trip. The thing is, I can't swim. I actually don't float, which I didn't know was the thing. But it's not a matter of me not being able to swim. I learned how to swim as a kid. I know all the motions and things. I just go down. I do not float. It's bad. I actually almost drowned a couple times. So I don't like being underwater and stuff. So I love fish and things, but I don't really go. I don't think I could go scuba diving because I don't think I would go back up. You should collab with Sir Eldrick IV. I would actually love that. Does he still do videos? He was actually one of the inspirations. He was one of the reasons I started thinking, hey, I should let's play some Flash games and stuff. You'll float down here, Georgie. I think salmon are both fresh and salt water. I wouldn't expect a ball of iron. True. I'm true to my own lore. I don't. Big balls of steel don't float. It's actually really weird. I've surpassed some of my inspirations on YouTube in subscribers, and it's weird. I think I heard another transformer go. They'll depending on license. What if hippos were in AbyssRium? I guess hippos go in water. They're gonna add crocs, apparently. I've seen a model of a saltwater crocodile they're gonna put in the game. It was pretty cute, but I don't know why it's not in the game yet. I guess they're making content first, and then they're eventually pushing it out. You know what's weird? At 8 p.m., I usually get a frame rate crap out, and it didn't happen tonight. I'm not gonna say it's fixed, because every time I think it's fixed, it is not fixed. Have I seen the new It movie? No. I don't really go to movies, honestly. I don't have people to watch movies with around here. And I've never been one for really just watching movies on your own. It's like, bleh. Especially not a horror movie. I wouldn't really want to see a horror movie in a theater. A horror movie I kind of got to watch with a bunch of friends that are, you know, a bunch of smartasses that are kind of like going to make fun of the movie. Because I'm not, unless it's Alien, which, would you even call it a horror movie? It's more of a thriller. I guess Alien, I don't know. Alien's just a damn good movie. I don't know what to call it. But, yeah, horror movies don't really do much for me unless I can make fun of them. It's an aquarium somewhere in Pennsylvania. The saltwater crocodiles are the biggest crocodiles in the world. Hippos. Yeah, I went to this big aquarium. I forget where it was. It was when I was on a trip as a kid. It was somewhere in the Northeast. Got to see some cool fish. Tap, read this. Read what now? I had to reload. Yeah, I don't know. Is everybody getting buffering issues, or did it seem to get better? I think this ultra low latency thing is kind of having some effects, unfortunately. But yeah. When Tap Tap tries to seem like a manly man. Watch me play horror games. I have videos of me playing horror games. I really... It's not a tough guy thing. It's just... I do not get scared. I get frustrated at some of them, but... Like, I'll be doing, like, Amnesia and stuff, and it's just like... I don't even... I really enjoyed Soma, but it's not, like, scary to me. Like, I just enjoy the worlds and the atmosphere of that game. It's more of an existential thing in that game, which makes it really interesting. But I have plenty of videos. You can see me playing horror games. See how scared I get. You can't send messages? I can see you send messages. But yeah, watch my, you can watch my Amnesia playthrough. You can see me play Soma. Some of Soma. I didn't do the whole thing. People don't really tend to watch my horror videos. I don't think they like Oh, it said you sent too many. Let's do tap play rage in a game like Geometry Dash. I don't like rage platformers and that kind of crap. I don't really like rage anythings. Which is kind of sad because a lot of indie developers like pitch their game as being, oh, it's a rage platformer, it's gonna be so great. It's like, oh, I'm gonna avoid that now, thanks. I believe the crocodile was a hoax. Oh, flash flood warning. Well, that's fine. Probably. I'm at the top of a hill, so flash floods. If the river were to get up to where I am, I think a lot of everywhere in the world would be dead, actually. Yeah, there was a little bit of Kermit there. I think the entirety of Illinois would have to be flooded for this hill to get submerged in water, so that should be pretty good. Oh, there's the 1,000-year-old blue whale, by the way. Yeah, that's what I mean, but sometimes it just comes through and, like, obliterates the entire universe. Kinda sad we likely won't see a good giant spider crab in the game. Oh man, a giant spider crab would be awesome! Or a coconut crab too. But yeah, even if it were in the game, it would probably be like this lobster here, where it doesn't like crawl around on the ground. Which is a shame. Also, how loud was that on the mic? Because that was a pretty loud alert. I guess everybody's awake now. Others too, red crabs and spider crabs. Like, I'm sure you could hear it. Ugh. Oop. Don't want to knock that on the floor. I have so many cords. The thing they don't tell you about becoming a YouTuber or any kind of like recording thing, you're gonna have a billion cords. That's my phone alerts. Yeah, I think that's what most phone alerts sound like. It's like a standardized noise or something. Ice spider. Oh yeah, rest in peace, Ice Spider. I need to play Birthdays again sometime. Fitness app on camera mode. Watch it from Marlin's. Oh yeah, just a random tip. Some people like to watch Marlin's. What they like to do is kind of zoom out and look up a little bit. Not like that. And they kind of look up and zoom out. Because the Marlins apparently kind of show up at the top, I guess. Yeah, freaking, I miss Ice Spider. I want to play that game again. It's such a shame I don't think I can ever get the Platinum Trophy because it seems like it's bugged. Does the Cordelite still say I miss Blue Whale? Yeah, it does. The dialogue that... I just turn off the script from the Cordelite because he just keeps saying the same crap. Oh no, I forgot to unmute the game. How long has that been going on? Now, I think the flash flood warning is mostly for the actual river and like low places and stuff. But yeah. I might get some water in my basement, but that's about the worst. Big fin swim could be a cool abyss fish to see. Isn't the big fin, isn't that the colossal? Or the gigantic? Or I thought the big fin was one of the fish, the things in the game. Isn't it... Oh, this... I hate this man. The colossal? Isn't the colossal the big fin squid? Is Parker a water cat? It's not a colossal? Huh. Parker... I mean, he goes into the shower after I'm done with it. He plays with the water a bit. He tries to play with the water in my drinks, too. He doesn't, like, thoroughly enjoy being, like... He doesn't like baths. I know that much. He doesn't need baths very often, fortunately. In fact, I think it's been a couple years since I gave him a bath. I'm not gonna get flooded... Are you writing like erotic fan fictions about me in my own chat? I don't know how I feel about this. Don't forget to clip claws. He needs his claws trimmed. He's very hard to trim his claws though. He's He's a super chill cat, but if you try to like hold him, he's stops being. Does he drink from the sink? No. We used to have a cat who loved drinking from the sink. He was a weird dude, but he would sit in the sink and he would wait for you to turn it on, and he would just sit there and drink from it for a couple minutes. Big fin. Let me see this big fin. Big fin. Oh, right, this thing. Oh, this would be so cool. Yeah, they need to put this thing in the game. Okay, you're right. That is definitely not. Oh wait, this says long arm squid, but whatever. I would pay a few bucks to have this thing. Is this a real image? This seems... Is this one real? I don't know. But it looks really freaking cool. They need to have it in the game. Niger trigger. Niger triggerfish. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I love blue things. There should be more blue things. It's a shame that lots of things aren't blue. I like a nice blue fish. You would think blue fish would be boring because water looks blue, but no, they're cool. Buffering. I think I might put us back to low latency instead of ultra low latency. We do seem to be getting more buffering, but it is really cool. Oh, the itch.io app is really cool, Sun Gaming. Yeah, these are really cool. I don't know every fish. I'm surprised these aren't fusion fish. Well, maybe it'll be a fusion fish later. Oh, that is a really good photo. Hold on, let me put this up. Oh, look at the pattern on that sucker. That is a good one. Oh, and here's an orange lined trigger. That's a cool one too. I have so many pictures to remove. There we go. All right. Looks like one of those head massagers. Long arm squid looks photoshopped. That second one looks photoshopped, but the other one looks real. This wood because it's an old picture. Big fins. Yeah, they're definitely rare. Latency is amazing. Oh, you think it's even worth the buffering, even though you're getting the buffering? I mean, the latency is pretty amazing. Though I don't. The thing with the latency, I think you guys notice it a lot more than I do. Because I mean, as far as I'm aware, the chat is always instant. Huma trigger? I guess while I'm googling tricks or fishes. Oh, yeah, that's another colorful one. Imagine if we got one of these instead of the frickin' Naso Tang. What a boring, terrible fish. Better than clown. I guess I'll see. I'll send him feedback. Oops. Wait. What did I do? Oh crap. That's not good. Video capture device. I deleted the capture from the game. Oh no, please don't be messed up. Configure video. Expanded HDMI 10. Resolution. Match output. Highest FPS. Video format. Color space. Okay. I think that's back to the way it was. I'll have to double check. Wait. Let me just Hall of Mirrors this for a second. Just to check. The Hall of Mirrors effect is actually very useful to confirm that the colors are right. Okay, that looks fine. Okay. I'm actually going to stop streaming here in just a bit. Wait, there's 0 eels. Yeah, there should be eels and sea snakes. I don't get it. Prehistoric fish would be cool too. Who mentioned that? Archelon? Alright, one last fish. Archelon. Responding to a thing doesn't have same impact with normal latency. Yeah, it is pretty cool when it happens. Oh, is this one of those ancient fish? Oh yeah, it's like a giant turtle dude. Here's this fossil. Oh, it's very large. Here's an artist's render. Yeah, give us some giant turtles. Looks like a freaking Final Fantasy boss. Archelon. Wish there was more stuff like Beat Hazard. Oh yeah, Beat Hazard was really cool. I don't think I ever did a video of that. Scuba giraffe. That would be hilarious. I feel like this has been more conversational. Yeah, it is nice. And it's nice to have people not be like, don't go in there! And then I read the chat like 15 seconds later, and I'm like, I've been in there for 10 seconds. That's what it was like streaming Binding of Isaac a long time ago. Die, bug. I don't know why I had to vocalize that, but I killed a bug. Sushi Cat. I would so be down for Blue Elephant or Sushi Cat. Archelon in Jurassic Park the World the game. Alright, one last search. Yeah, Beat Hazard was a cool thing. It has spikes for no reason. You gotta have spikes. And it's like police colored. You know, spikes. Dinosaurs may not have feathers, but turtles definitely have spikes. I think some of the key for Beat Hazard Ultra powers you get content ID depending on what music you use. Yeah, that was a thing. All the people in chat don't interact much. It depends on the stream. I do definitely prefer it when people chat more, cause like when I'm not in normal Let's Play mode when I'm doing live streams, so like I need the chat to bounce off of. Oh, you just backed on Patreon? Thanks. I should come up with a thing. Some people have these things where they're like on rare occasion it'll pop up and say like thanks to whoever who is patron and blah blah blah. I should find a way to do those that's unobtrusive. I also need to do a freaking video. I need to do a video, like, patron intro thing. You're supposed to have those, and I just... It's one of those things where I, like, put too much expectation on myself. I, like, oh, no, you gotta do this really good. And what I really need to do is just... I need to force myself to make it, and if it's bad, I'll just force myself to make it a better one. Looks like the size of an adult leatherback. Oh, yeah, leatherbacks are pretty freaking huge, aren't they? Archelon's level 40 by another time search for level 1. Okay. So level... Obviously spikes equal more level. I guess that's level 1. I see these card packs. I hate how mobile games have like... So, when I first played Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy, I was like, oh man, it's all of the coolness of the Pokemon trading card game, but you don't have to keep buying booster packs and stuff. This is gonna be the future, man. You just pay once and you're gonna be able to get all of the cards. And no, instead video games made it so that you pay like 1 billion times more in digital than you would even pay for like physical cards. And there's just... I hate that video games took the worst part of digital card games, but they don't have the best part, which is the physical part. Like, how do you be that bad? I hate it. On the Archelon from the worldwide event. Imagine AbyssRium introducing cards. You're number the one in the world? Oh, cool. I hadn't heard of that game, but I see card packs. Card packs in a game immediately make me suspect the most, like, you know, cynical monetization. Like, you're gonna have to pay out the wazoo and blurg. That's why I've been playing Pokemon Trading Card Game 2 on my phone, because, like, it's all the fun of card games, and you get all sorts of cards to play with, but you don't have to pay for the per pack. You just, you know, get the game. Who's the white cat in the August album? Oh, that's Grump Face. What's her name? Olivia. That's my parents' cat. You're number one at nothing. Well, then nobody else can be number one at nothing. So that's still good, right? But yeah, my voice is getting a little scratchy, and I don't want to. Oh dang, it's almost 9, so I gotta head to bed in like an hour or so. New card pack. Win Megalodon for free. Low payment of $1,000 million. Strapping up Jurassic World. Card packs are overpriced, but sort of fun, like Pokemon, but with dinosaur, and you have a park, not a computer. Huh. Oh, that makes me want to play Sim Park, actually. Remember Sim Park? Or Sim... Oh, what was it called? Was it Sim Park? No, it was like a Sim Zoo. Sim Zoo game. No, it was Zoo Tycoon, I think, right? Yeah, Zoo Tycoon. Do they still make that? Wait, Zoo Tycoon has a rating 6 out of 10 on Steam. What is this? Blasphemy. I like that game. Wait, this isn't it. No, this is... What is this? Zoo Park. That's not Zoo Tycoon. How dare you? But yeah, Zoo Tycoon. I think it was one of those Microsoft Studios things that they stopped making. Oh, Zoo Tycoon is still a thing? Huh. Species of dinosaurs you never heard of until you play it. Huh. It's kind of weird there aren't more dinosaur-focused games. Did you watch the Gaming Beaver? Huh. Well, I'll take a quick look at it. I've been kind of burned out on mobile stuff because of all of the ads and, you know, the monetization ladders and all of that crap. But, how do you chat with support in AbyssRium? One thing you can do is go to the gear menu and just use bug report, and I think you send an email. You can also, if you have Facebook, they're kind of slow on Facebook, but they do respond. Let me just paste. You usually get a response eventually. Yeah, Facebook/AbyssSaga. It's not a link. Why is that not a link? There you go. Wait. There you go. That's a link now. I couldn't get the prize walking fish. Oh yeah, send a message to them and they can send you the prize walking fish. I think there's some people, I think there was like a brief period in the game where like if you didn't get it, yeah, you were kind of screwed. Yeah, next Q&A could be a Discord voice chat one. Yeah, I've been thinking of doing like a patron like voice chat stream, but I don't know if how many people would be into or how to that. You did, nobody responded. I would send them an email and send them a Facebook thing. They can take like up to a week to respond. They're really slow. Yeah, I would just repeat your message, and I know people have gotten it. You don't have Facebook? They do have a Twitter too. I would email them too. Yeah, they might just be slow. They're not very good at support. They're not very good at anything involving the English language in general. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. That was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Might have to do another AbyssRium stream sometime. Is there rules on not safe for work? Don't post porn. If you do a link with a non-embed, I mean, I don't know why you would need to, but don't embed and warn. But I mean, it would need to be like some reason. We don't just like post random porn. Watch what I post and try not to be like more extreme than what I post on like my Twitter and stuff. I mean, I'm fairly open about posting stuff, but answer what question? I think the next fish should be crabs or salamanders. That's not a question. Tap, what do you think? Oh, What fish do you think that they should have that someone hasn't thought of yet? I don't know. We've kind of gone over quite a lot of things that they could add. A donkey. That's something that nobody has scuba donkey. Scuba donk. I don't know. But I still think the coolest thing they could add would be prehistoric fish. Eels would be cool. A lemur? Scuba lemur? That's just ridiculous. Did I end the stream? No, but I'm about to. You probably just had a thing. I do think there's a lot more buffering, but people seem to like it this way. But yeah, I'll probably do another AbyssRium stream sometime. I think I'll probably try to do birthdays sometime. But yeah, I better stop before my video or my voice is destroyed. I saw the word video and I said it. What is that? That's probably a thing, like a psychological thing. Could you just type what you think they should add? You know what they should add? Bees. They should add bees. Scoobies. Scooby-Dooby-Doos. Scuba Cheetah Mobile. Yes, bees. They should add bees with little things. They should add the entire script of the Bee movie in the game as an Easter egg. Scooby snacks. It's a straight bee, not a gay bee. Oh my god. I haven't been reminded of that in years. Let me look that up. But this was hilarious. Let me find. This was hilarious. Let me see if I can find the picture of this. Okay. This is what happened when. This is what happens when you're terminally straight. Why are people moaning the lesbian couples in Finding Dory when no one cared when a girl fell in love with a bee? And of course, this guy pops up. It's a straight bee, not a gay bee. Get to so many bullshit up. It's a straight bee. The bestiality is not a problem because it's straight. And you don't even know. He could be a bi bee. I mean, it happens. Also, most bees, I think, are female. Aren't drones female? I think they are with ants. I don't know with bees. I don't know. Don't intercourse bees, kids. I don't think most of them are even capable of intercourse. They're just capable of painful, stinging death. Also, Deb, I can't hear your whole video pause. That's just, you're getting buffering. Just hit refresh when that happens. One of the best moments in Twitter history. Yeah, that's amazing. That is like, yeah, that is the most terminally straight thing ever. But yeah, I'm about to head up as the 1,000-year-old blue whale destroys the entire universe again. But yeah, I'm out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more streams. Yeah, oh, and go on, if you want to make sure you get notified for live streams, following on YouTube Gaming, I think, gives you better notifications. I have no idea why this is still separate, but let me send you the link. If you subscribe on there, it's like in addition to your normal YouTube subscription. Like, no, shut up, other tap. I'm talking now. And I think it gives you better notifications. I don't know why this is... Do I like jazz? I don't dislike jazz. I usually listen to music from video games that I like. I don't know. It just the video game music adds like an extra sentimentality. So I tend to listen to game music. What state do I live in? I live in the Midwest. I'd really like to meet you someday. That'd be cool. I'd be down if I could like do the whole events, not events, conferences, not conferences. You know, stuff like, what the hell am I trying to say? E3 and all of that crap. I would like to go to events. I guess that's a good enough word. And, you know, meet fans and things, but not really in the budget and so on. B movie? Oh, I've never seen B movie. I've seen memes of B movie. Conventions, that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, I've never seen... I'm not sure I've ever seen an Adam Sandler movie. Well, I've probably seen something or other. Have you done that? I'm sorry, I've not watched B movie. It's not actually good, is it? I've seen references. I've actually seen more footage of the B movie video game because Vinny from Vinesauce played it than I have of B movie. I did see like 5 minutes of the B movie without bees. That's the most of the plot I've seen. It is mostly empty space. It's good and cringy at the same time. I think the last Adam Sandler movie, what was the one where it's like, "Are you too good for your home?" He's yelling at the golf ball. You know the one. I only even remember that because of the gif of it. But yeah, it's time to stop talking and stop destroying my voice because I won't be able to talk at work tomorrow. But yeah. Hope to see everybody. I'll probably stream maybe Friday and definitely the weekend sometime.